You are now tuned into Somewhere in the Middle with Soonie and Mo.
Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay.
Hey, dying on the beat.
I got so many ops.
Everywhere I go, I got
so many ops.
so many ops.
I know they plotting against me. I know it's hate, they wanna kill me, but please don't tempt me, cause I got so many glocks. Hey, ain't none of them empty. Jesus said they would hate me too. That's how I know it's envy. I got so many ops.
Woo-wee.
We got two people here off top. Let's go.
Hey, as you come in here, tell us who you are and where you watching from, because we in jail.
How do we go to jail? We said we were going to do a story time on that. Maybe we should leave that for Instagram so we don't get smacked on here.
Yeah, I won't be descriptive, but we talked about the two main topics, countries, whatever you want to say, that are in the news right now.
Yeah.
And they claimed that it was hate speech.
Yeah.
So that's why we got a strike, even though that video, I mean, okay, I'll admit me putting on a little outfit to, lighten the moment and be funny may have been taken the wrong way. I get that. But you guys, let me tell you how this happened. What's up, Big Booty Judy? Hold on just a second. We'll play your song. You guys, so this is what happened. So after last show we had, Soonie and I were like talking after the show on here. And we were talking about our video. And I was like, oh, let me put that video back up because, like, you know what? We should be fine. Right. And I as we're talking, I go onto our Somewhere in the Middle in my Let's Talk Darling. And I take the video from private to public. And then Soonie says in a split second, she's like, you know what? Unless we could cut that part out where you're dressed up in the burqa or whatever, or unless we can cut that part out, she's like, maybe you should leave it on private. I'm like, you know what? You're right. So that whole interaction like took place like within 2 minutes max. And I put it right back on private. And in that 2 minutes, YouTube algorithm picked it up and striked our channels just like that.
Yep.
Yeah, they were fast.
What a day. I got misinformation on mine.
Yeah. Soonie got a light
on my tag. I
didn't
sentence. They just took the video down. They didn't like say you can't go live or anything. I actually got it on my Soonie Blanks page.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so
Dang.
We're gonna tread light because I only have 2 YouTubes left, y'all. And after these, that's it. I'm not coming back. It's a wrap.
So our strike will be lifted by tomorrow. We got confirmation of that. Well, the ban for us to go live will be lifted by tomorrow. Our strike is on both of our channels until January 26th. So you can only get 3 strikes on YouTube, and then they delete your channel. I, on my Let's Talk Darling, have a copyright strike, and now this strike. So I really got to behave, man.
You better be good.
Whoever thought you'd be saying that to me?
I'm the good one. That's the misconception around these parts. I'm the good one. What do you mean?
I'm the bad angel is what you're saying? Like
yeah.
I'm deceptive. Whatever.
No, you're not deceptive. But I'm the good angel, okay? I didn't put on costumes. You did.
Yeah, that was my fault. I'll take the hit for that. But here's the thing though. That was so far into our show. This is the thing that blows my mind is that was so far into the actual show. There's no way like a human being sat there and watched that video and deemed in like 2 minutes that it was hate speech, right? Yeah. So what that tells you is, you guys, is that YouTube has crazy checks in place for videos talking about this. What I think brought it to their attention super quick was our thumbnail, because it was you and me, and it was like the Palestine flag and the Israel flag.
Yeah, I think that's what it was too.
Yeah. So, all right, let me play the Big Booty Judy song as people come in here. And then we'll come back. You guys, as you come in, just say what's up. Tell us where you're watching from, state and platform, so we can warm up the chat and get this live out to everybody, since we're limited on our exposure. So here's Big Booty Judy.
Big Judy, big booty Judy.
Hey.
Can I tell you a funny story?
Sure.
So I was in Discord a couple days ago, and I hear someone say, "Big booty Judy." I'm like, what?
No.
I said, yo, are you singing the song? He's like, yeah, it's stuck in my head. Does anybody else sing this? It was so freaking funny, bro. He was singing the song because he watches the show.
That's awesome. You know what? I need to probably
funny.
contact the people that. No, I don't. Never mind, because I don't need them coming after us for no royalties. But I'm just saying, nobody would know that song if it wasn't for Big Booty Judy, the
People
OG.
sing that song.
Yeah, nobody'd be singing it. Yeah. Anyways, guys, welcome to the show. I hope we get more people in here. But if we don't, it's because, the stuff that's going on. But welcome, Judy. Welcome, Jessica. Welcome, Lauren. Thank you for dropping your location in the chat. What's up, Birdman?
What up?
Also, I got a text from Joey Ruth, one of our listeners that shipped off to the Army. Yeah. And he sent me his address, and I'm going to post it on my Instagram if anybody wants to send him a letter. I asked if there's anything he needs, but everything that you can possibly send them is considered contraband. So he's like, just letter, words of encouragement are great, to hear from people and all that stuff. So if you guys want to send Joey a letter or just like a hey, hello, I'll post that on my Instagram story so you guys can send him some love. Welcome, Michelle. Okay.
Canada in the building.
What'd you say? Canada.
I said Canada in the building.
Canada in the building.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we have a lot of topics because we've been kind of off for a little bit. So I'm going to tell you what we're going to talk about. Soonie and I have a topic that we're not going to list that we're going to talk about. Might trigger some of you guys, but it has to be talked. It definitely will.
Take 10 seconds and breathe.
Yeah. Breathe while I read the topics. Just get ready for it because we're gonna probably offend some of you people.
Yeah.
It's
okay
not
though.
It's not meant to offend you. It's just meant to state our opinion. Okay, so we're going to talk about the former Memphis cop Desmond Mills, who was involved in the Tyre Nichols beating and death. He has taken a plea deal, so we're going to talk about that. We're also going to give an update on Ralph Yarl, or we're going to talk about Ralph Yarl and what was the other one?
AJ Owens.
AJ Owens. Those were the other two victims that we have brought up on this show in the past, and we want to keep giving you guys updates on that. We're going to be talking about Khloe Kardashian being accused of blackfishing with her Halloween costume. If you guys don't know what that was, we'll show it to you. And I can also show you how to also blackfish if you would like to blackfish. I'll give you those information. We're going to talk about the Democratic mayors rejecting a $1.4 billion dollars in aid from Biden. They're instead asking for $5 billion. Imagine the goal when you said you were a sanctuary city. The nerve.
Imagine. But welcome to America. This is just what happens here.
Listen, that's like inviting somebody to dinner and not having enough food because you ain't got the money to, but you told everybody to come over and now you telling everybody to watch their portions. That's crazy.
Like, don't take too much, y'all. I don't know if I made enough.
Damn, I didn't know all y'all were going to show up. That's what they said. We're going to talk about Biden's latest antics. We can't get too specific on what that is here because we don't want to be with another strike. We're going to talk about the Brooklyn shooting suspect wanted in the murder of his father. The son was killed in confrontation with the police. Megyn Kelly has issued a challenge to Alicia Keys. Soonie is going to tell us about a very interesting theory about the Cobalt issue in the Congo.
Bro.
Okay. She says that you guys are all going to know what she's talking about. So put in the comments if you know about the Cobalt issue in the Congo. Drop a 1 in the comments right now. I had no clue.
Please drop a 1. This has been an ongoing topic for about a month now.
Yeah.
A little over a month.
So she says, I ain't never heard of it. I don't know what chat
You was
group.
you too busy watching 90 Day Fiance and shit and Kim
Mhm.
Kardashian. Um,
Oh, one of the basketball wives follows me now.
oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Yes. Okay. So you know I'm watching Basketball Wives because Brittany Renner's on there.
Who follows you?
Vanessa Ryder, Isaiah Ryder's wife. You know who that is?
Fuck no, that's why I'm laughing.
Okay, so Isaiah Ryder, I think he's retired now. He's not like a current basketball player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but she's on the Basketball Wives.
Oh
So
Lord.
just a small flex.
Tell her to
Anyways,
come on the show.
I
We got
know, right?
questions.
So we could talk about Brittany Renner.
Yeah, and how she's a whore. Period. There's no redemption for her. She's a whore.
I'm about 4 episodes in. It's pretty interesting. Brittany's already thrown drinks in somebody's face. But but I still feel for her in a way.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm never gonna get over this.
I really want to get Brittany Renner on the show. Brittany Renner, a constant problem. What does she say? She's such a problem.
I will sit quiet on that show until you're like, Soonie, do you have any questions? I just want to know why you pretend that you've changed and then you get on TV and act like a wild banshee.
No, I'm gonna
That's it.
straight up tell her. Soonie says you're a whore.
Oh, you could tell her. Tell her to watch this episode. I'll say it to her, and then you can show her other episodes. I've said it. It's okay.
Actually, okay, so not to digress, but like on the Basketball Wives show, she opens up a lot about, and I know what you're gonna say about this, but she opens up a lot about issues with co-parenting with her baby daddy, PJ, whatever the hell his name is. He's a basketball player. It's pretty terrible, like what she goes through, but granted, she made the choice to do all that, right?
But wait,
But I think that's
what's
where
the other
her
side of the story?
I don't know, because he
Okay.
doesn't speak out. He doesn't speak out.
Huh.
And neither does she, like, other than on Basketball Wives, them showing that like her trying, I guess like her mom gets some custody of the boy because he lives with his dad part-time in North Carolina and her parents live in North Carolina. So sometimes her parents go and pick the grandson up and take him, and he even gives them problems. But I see that, Soonie. I see that. Okay. Anyways, you know what? I'm going to slip into her DMs and be like, listen, there's something about you. You know what? I ain't messing with you right now.
You have a heart. That's okay.
I have a heart. I'm just interested. Anyways, okay. Then we're going to talk about McDonald's and Chipotle. They're going to raise their prices for their Big Macs and their Chipotle bowls in California because California is going to raise minimum wage to $20. So,
Which is insane.
yeah, that's basically going to take your Big Mac meal from 13 something to $17.
Do you want to know what it's also going to do?
What?
They're going to fire humans and make everything automation.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Gavin Newsom is not this is what I call what is it called? It's like the bait and switch, right?
Yeah.
Hey guys, you want to make $20 an hour, we're going to do that. Right? But he's not telling you that he ultimately knows McDonald's is going to completely shift. They have kiosks all through their restaurants now.
Mhm.
Some restaurants are solely ran off of automation. I've seen that.
Yep.
Taco Bell does it. All they're going to do is fire people. So your governor is not really helping you. He
Yeah.
just played all of y'all.
And you know what else is crazy? Is people are like, well, then I just won't eat McDonald's. Surprise, you guys are addicted. I'm
Yes,
sorry to
you
tell
will.
you. Yeah, yes, you will, because you're addicted. Okay. There's something that McDonald's puts in their food that is addictive. Y'all who drink Coke from McDonald's and you just go, whew, this is the best Coke. I don't know what it is about McDonald's Coke. They have already publicly said there is something different about their Coke, and it's crack. Okay. It's literally like crack.
Who drinks Coke anyway? That is the most disgusting soda ever.
You know, I like Pepsi. I don't drink soda, but like every once in a while, I crave a Pepsi or a Diet Pepsi in a styrofoam cup with crushed ice. It has to be that way.
You sound like my mom. My mom does that.
The crushed ice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I
That's my
can't do
jam.
dark sodas. The only dark soda that I can do is Dr. Pepper. And it's like hit or miss. Sometimes I'll get one and I'm like, I don't like this. And other times
Yeah.
I get it and I'm like, oh, this is so good.
Yeah. Sometimes
But
it
it's
just
hit or
like
miss.
really just that little burn in your throat, like when you drink a soda. You ever just
You
like
sound
crave
like my
that?
mom, bro.
Yeah.
like what is wrong with you?
And dude, only McDonald's, dude. Like McDonald's has the best Sprite.
The best Sprite?
Yes, they have the best Sprite.
I'm a juice person, so I don't think I'm not good for this discussion.
Yeah.
I like lemonades and mango.
Me too.
I like those type of juices, yeah.
Tea. I just drink plain tea, but anyways. So yeah, they're gonna be raising the
Tea's
prices.
good. Apple tea is amazing.
Oh yeah, I've had apple tea. That is really good.
It's good.
Soonie is gonna tell us the interesting fact about vanilla extract. You guys are gonna be disgusted. I don't know what that's gonna do to your holiday baking plans. I'm just gonna conveniently pretend like I don't hear any of this because
I'm ruining Christmas and Thanksgiving.
She really is, dude. She really is. Like Thanksgiving, Christmas is done after you hear this.
That is done. Damn.
I'm just telling. Well, done for some. Done for some of y'all that like hear stuff and then you just like change your whole life because of like a little piece of information. I really don't care.
Do you still eat man-made broccoli?
You know, no, I don't eat. Well, because no, I'm like more of a carnivore. You know what I mean? So I don't do a whole lot
I gotta stop eating broccoli, y'all.
of broccoli. And then we're gonna talk about Young Miami.
What did she do? I'm so shocked that you even bringing her a Young Miami.
No, you put her in the idea. Look in your WhatsApp.
I did?
Yes. That's what I said. I was like, why are we talking about Young Miami?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It was probably an accident.
Okay, well then we're not talking about Young Miami.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wanted you to see this because of how this person was acting. That's my fault. I'm sorry.
Okay, never mind.
We're not talking about Young Miami.
Thank God.
I'm like, bro, what? What did she do?
Thank God, because I have nothing to add to that combo. I'm just getting caught up on Blueface and Jaden and Christian Rock or whatever her name is.
Christian Rock.
Christian. Yeah.
Christian Malone.
Yeah. I'm just getting caught up on that. Okay, so let's talk about our theory about depression.
It goes along with our topics and like what's going on in the country. Just FYI. So I just blurted out, I don't know why I did this, that depression is fake because I believe it is. I believe people who say they have depression just don't have the ability to get over things, nor do they want to. And I think I know this to be a fact because as you guys know, I went live and like discussed a lot of struggles that I have with not knowing what to do when you don't receive an apology when someone has actually wronged you. It's a hard thing to get over and you really internalize it. That's what I think as far as depression goes. Traumatic things happen to you, things that hurt your feelings, and you just never get over it. I think it's just a test of willpower. I think people lack a lot of self-discipline.
Yeah.
They don't want to get over things.
Yeah. I think it stems though, like from being like from childhood, you know what I mean? So I think that's why it feels so chronic to some people because they just don't have, and they never have had the skill set to be able to deal with bad events in their life or sadness. True. You know what I mean? So I think what happened is Big Pharma just said, oh, depression, you say? Okay, well, we're going to make a slew of drugs. Then we're going to charge you a ton of money. And guess what? We're going to create all these wonderful platforms where we're going to make you feel more depressed.
More crazy. We're going to drive you wild. We're going to put all this stuff in your media. And then we're going to market your disabilities to you so that you buy into it even more. And you take the pill that causes worse symptoms than what you're already experiencing. I mean, if anybody disagrees, feel free. Even the people who watch this afterwards, please
Yeah.
Feel free to explain why you think that this is not. I think it's a man-made concept. I think it's pseudoscience. I
Mhm.
don't think there's any real science behind it.
Well, so I actually looked that up and it says that
Okay.
research, the wording says, the question was, is depression scientifically real? And it says here, research suggests, this is a
Mm.
suggestion, that depression doesn't spring from simply having too much or too little of certain brain chemicals. Rather, there are
Mm.
many possible causes of depression, including faulty mood regulators by the brain, genetic vulnerability, and stressful life events.
Can you share that on the screen?
Yeah.
Interesting. So there's a bunch of different angles that you could take with it.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Excuse me.
There it is right
Oh,
there.
and this is Harvard EDU. So you know all these people who are going to argue with you about the sources.
Mm-hmm.
Research
Yeah.
suggests that depression doesn't spring from simply having too much or too little certain brain chemical. I see. I hadn't even read this, and I automatically thought it was a form of pseudoscience. I think it's a form of. I think it's a form of social science because you know
Yeah.
social science is not real science.
Right.
That's what I think, and I know that
Mm-hmm.
hurts people's feelings because a lot of people have been either diagnosed with this or they're taking medicine for this, and it
Mm-hmm.
feels like I'm being insensitive. But if anything, I really feel like this discussion is going to help people because maybe it'll cause you to look at certain things that you're experiencing a little different. I know
Yeah.
for me, once I stopped like internalizing everything and making it so personal to myself, it was actually a lot easier to get over things and just deal with it and say, it is
Mm-hmm.
what it is. I can't change it.
Yeah. Well, it kind of goes hand in hand with the topic that we spoke about last time we were live, which was like people just want to feel things, right?
Yeah.
I think what happens when you get diagnosed with depression and a doctor gives you medication to suppress the inhibitors that are causing whatever
Mhm.
you're going through, if it causes you not to feel anything, right?
Yeah.
But we're human and we want to have feelings.
Yeah.
So you get to a point where you're on this medication to cure this depression, but then you're like, am I even a person? Right. So now I'm I'm trying to see if I can feel anything. And I think
Yeah.
that's why you see a lot of people in the news that go, oh, this guy shot up a school. He was suffering from depression. Oh, this guy murdered his entire family. He was suffering from depression. It's always
Yeah.
something like that. Like when a lot of people who consider themselves to be homosexual always
Mhm.
say, oh, I was depressed because I was suppressing my homosexuality for so long. And then
Yeah.
they end up killing themselves anyways because they're trying to put a band-aid over a bullet hole of a bigger problem,
Yeah.
which stems usually in that situation from some type of sexual abuse,
Yeah.
you know.
This is what I did the live on. When I went live and I was just talking, I was like, a lot of us don't understand that we're suffering from childhood trauma.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't
Yeah.
think a lot of people understand not only are they suffering from childhood trauma, but the constant news cycle of all
Yeah.
these things that trigger these emotions in you, like things that they bring up from how many years ago. They're still talking about what we're going to talk about overturning an election. They brought that back up.
Mm-hmm.
Now that movie, is it 2000 Mules? Is that what it's called?
The latest one from Dinesh,
Yeah. The
it's
one
not
where they
2000
actually what is it called?
Black in America or something like that.
It's the one where they have the footage of them stuff in the ballot
Oh,
boxes.
that is 2000 Mules. Yeah.
2000 Mules. People are bringing that back up again. I'm
Mhm.
like, they're not going to overturn the election.
Yeah.
They're just not.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys can let us know what
Yeah.
you think in the comment section. But understand, I'm not being insensitive. I
Yeah.
have probably gone through. Look, I was suicidal. Okay, I've attempted several times. Didn't want to be
Mhm.
here anymore. So I'm
Mhm.
not being insensitive. I'm just saying, if I can get over these things and get over myself, then you can too.
Yeah.
And I'm
I
not
mean,
saying that maybe you're going through something far more severe. We can all get through it.
yeah. I mean, my daughter, hello, like she went through
Yeah.
it and I'm not even going to say that she got over it, okay?
Mhm.
Because I think it's normal, you guys. Like, I think we need to normalize, like Judy said, it's the same with anxiety. I think we need to normalize feeling anxious. We need to normalize
Mhm.
having the blues sometimes. We need to
Mhm.
normalize feeling, like the world is caving in on us because that's what happens. I think those are natural things. It's
Yeah.
how you deal with it. And if you deal with it by covering the emotion up instead of like processing it and letting it just pass through you and feeling it and
Mhm.
going, okay, how do I get myself out of this?
Mhm.
Then you're going to forever be stuck in a cycle of some type of mental issue,
Yeah,
you
and it
know?
becomes you become really self-absorbed, like this woe is me attitude.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at a lot of people
Yeah.
who say they have a mental illness, they have this woe is me attitude, feel bad for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
That doesn't work. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not you don't have to try my method. I need a swift kick in the ass. I do. I need somebody to tell me like, "Bro, yeah, I don't think you're thinking about this. Kinda get over yourself."
Mm-hmm.
Don't come to me and be like, "Oh, what's wrong?" Like, I don't want you to hug me. I need you to say what you need to say to get me back on track, and then I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
good. I'll
Yeah.
figure the rest out.
I'm a big proponent, and I know that a lot of people don't want to hear this because a lot of people don't want to do it. I'm a big proponent of exercise for mental issues
Mhm.
because this is scientifically proven that your brain releases certain chemicals when you exercise that act like mood stabilizers.
That's true.
And if you guys ever have worked out and you're like, oh, I really don't want to go to the gym, you do everything to like think about why you shouldn't go to the gym. And then you get there, you never ever regret going
You
because you
don't
feel good.
feel good. I
No
just had
matter.
this conversation with Kyle.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
just had this conversation. I went running at the track. I haven't ran in years, and I ran the curves. No, I ran the straights and walked the curves. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, "Dude, I felt so good." And the next day I was like, "I'm going back to the track." But of
Yeah.
course, life is like, "You got the baby. You have to fold clothes. You have to do this." And I was just like, "Well, forget it." And I haven't
Mm-hmm.
gone back, but it does
Yeah.
feel good. Like, it feels so good to work out.
Yeah. And a runner's high is real. And I
It feels
hate
good.
running. I hate cardio, you guys. Like, I'm not one to go to the gym and do a bunch of cardio. I do hit cardio, which is like quick 10 minutes of cardio, but like intense.
Yeah.
That'll do the same thing. You'll get that runner's high if you do it like intense enough.
Mhm.
But that's a real thing. The runner's high is a real
Actually, you're
thing.
the one who told me about the pool. I started doing cardio on the pool. I would just go to the deep end and
Oh,
tread
I love
water.
it. I love
Yeah,
it.
it felt good.
Yeah.
I
And
wish it
yes,
was a little warmer because I would go.
I know. Well, we have an indoor pool at our gym, so it's nice,
Lucky
but
you. Lucky.
it is cool to have a mental illness in public schools for sure.
You think so?
Absolutely. Oh yeah. Do
I'm
you
not gonna
know
say this. It's not my business. I know someone who's
I I've never heard somebody like be like, "Oh, I suffer from anxiety."
you've never heard anybody say that?
A kid, a kid in school.
Oh, okay, okay.
And I hear it all the time now.
Really?
Yeah. Mhm.
I'm not around high school kids, so maybe that's why I don't see it.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's I think they
That's
use it
actually
as
sad, bro, when you think of that. That's really sad.
Mhm.
That
It
goes
is
into
sad.
the conversation that I was telling you about earlier. I did a video. I'm pretty sure a lot of people shared this video. Thank you, by the way. The little PSA I put out that talked about parents watching their kids. Um, there was a very abusive little girl. She's probably going through something herself. But that makes me think of what you just said. What happens when those boys internalize all the things that the world is saying about them, and then they
Mhm.
decide to become depressed and suffer from anxiety? I don't think people are quite paying attention to how these things are going to have an effect long term, or maybe they
Mhm.
are, and it's just that sinister of a plan.
Yeah, I think it's probably that.
You think it's a sinister plan?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah.
See, my mind goes there, but then I feel like I'm drifting into like conspiracy land because I can't prove it.
Hmm. I
It's
mean,
all circumstantial.
what is let me see, like how much money does
Oh, the pharmaceutical industry?
Big Pharma make on antidepressants?
Ooh, that's a good question. Probably billions.
$13.4 billion in sales last year alone.
Almost the same amount of money we just sent to Israel for nothing.
Yeah. Antipsychotic medications generate 6.5 billion.
Wow.
It's almost half.
Wow.
Well, it's actually is half.
That's a little cray.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I was watching an episode. It was like a clip of an episode from Shark Tank. And there was a guy, and he had made some type of like a nasal swab or something like that to deal with allergies. And he had like all, obviously on Shark Tank, you have to come with like all your proven, tests and things like that. Yeah. And like the sharks were willing to offer him $4 million to buy the business. And one of them said, well, I have a big question. Like, why wouldn't you just sell this to Big Pharma? Like, they should want to buy this. And he said, because they said they can make quadruple the amount of money on medications that are never going to actually fix the problem. Yeah, that are never actually going to fix the problem. So,
are you talking about Zicam?
It was like a Zicam thing, but it wasn't. Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, there's just a clip that I was watching, so it wasn't the whole thing. But
wow,
that tells you, Kenny. No, sorry, he's chewing on my cord. What are you doing?
Anyways, let us know what you think in the comment section, guys. We're gonna start trying to have themes to the shows where we start out with a topic, and most of our news topics usually coincide with things that we've been talking about throughout the week. We have to start doing that. Our phone conversations are shows, for sure.
I know. And every time we have these, even like our after show conversations that we have on here, I'm like, we really should be still recording and like clip that and
just post it.
Yeah. Or like offer an after hours like that you have to subscribe to get, because sometimes we be getting a little out of control in those conversations.
Well, we're happy you're here, Vanessa. I know we're waiting for this ban to be lifted. You just distracted the crap out of me. We're waiting for this ban to be lifted, and then we'll be back on our main page.
I can't wait for the dance. What is that? What is that? What does that mean?
So it was like late one night, and I had been seeing all of the conflict, the Middle East conflict. I had just been seeing so many people talk about it, and they were speaking on it in a very unintelligent way. So I just went live and I started talking about the facts. And while I was talking about the facts, I just broke out and danced, bro. I just started doing whatever dance I could think of. I even did a split on the live, got up. Every time I made like a strong point, I just broke out and danced. I don't know why.
Can you show us this dance right now?
No.
Well, you did it on live. Why would you not do it here?
It was random. I just did it. I didn't plan it.
Were you drunk?
No, I wasn't drunk.
I don't know.
I was not drunk. No.
I need you to just give a little. You don't have the video saved?
There? Who was there to see it? Who was there? If you were there to see it.
You don't have it saved? The live is not saved?
I don't. I deleted that.
Come on, everybody in the comments that wants to need to do the dance really quick. Put a 1 in. I need to see this.
It wasn't. That's the thing. It wasn't one dance. It was just me doing random stuff. Anything that came to my mind, I was just doing it. Look, you got all these people trying to. Dang, bro, why y'all trying to peer pressure me into it?
I sent it. What? He sent it? Somebody screen recorded it? Hold on.
I don't.
You sent it to my Instagram, Birdman?
I don't have any. Sorry, hold on.
I don't see it.
He said I sent. Wait. You sent what? You took a clip?
I don't see it yet. Where did you send it?
Oh,
we're about to play.
He said I seen it.
Dang, Birdman talking like what? I seen it. Okay,
he been around color folks too long. He seen it.
He talking.
Oh, whatever. It was
want to
fun.
seen it.
You got to catch it live. I'm gonna be doing videos like this. Okay, I'm gonna be doing videos where I do the goofy dance. I'm going to incorporate it into my whole thing. I'm gonna do it. People are gonna be like, "What the absolute f?"
I like that because that's like a lighter, funner Soonie, silly Soonie. I'm
Yeah,
here for
it was
that.
fun. It was fun.
All right,
I was
I'm
doing
here for
jumping
that.
jacks.
I'm here for that.
Oh god.
Look at all the. I'm sorry, people, that I made you vote, and Soonie's not going to do the dance.
Oh, whatever. Let's get into our first topic.
Okay, let's talk about the former Memphis police officer.
Former Memphis police officer agrees to a plea deal in the Tyre Nichols beating death. Desmond Mills Jr. pled guilty to both federal and state charges on Thursday for the beating death of Tyre Nichols. He also has agreed to act as a cooperating witness in both federal and state investigations, according to the Shelby County District Attorney's Office. So I think he gonna flip on he homeboys.
Yeah, because there's what, 3 other officers?
I thought it was 4. Maybe I'm wrong, but I could have
4
sworn it was
total.
4. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, 4 total. So there would be 3 more.
Yeah, he decided to take a plea deal. I think I low-key have an issue with the whole plea deal thing because I think they need to serve all the time in the world for what they did. That was disgusting what we all witnessed in the Tyre Nichols case, but he's deciding to take a plea deal, and I don't know if he's going to testify against his, you call them co-defendants? I have no clue.
Here, I'm going to read the full, or let's see, you have it up here. Hold on, I can't read that because I don't have my glasses. I'm going to read it off of my thing right here. So,
Sorry,
former
my
Memphis,
kids.
that's okay. Former Memphis police officer pleaded guilty Thursday in the fatal beating of Tyre Nichols in exchange for prosecutors recommending a 15-year sentence, becoming the first, you're right, of 5 officers charged in the case to admit guilt. Desmond Mills Jr. entered his plea during a hearing at the Memphis federal courthouse as part of the larger agreement, under which he will also plead guilty to related charges in state court. It wasn't immediately clear if any of the other officers would also follow suit. Attorneys for 3 of the officers declined to comment, and William Massey, the lawyer for Emmett Martin, said in a text they will stay the course with the former officer's criminal defense.
What do you think? I'm actually going to watch this. Hopefully it's public because I want to hear what he testifies.
Yeah,
I do.
I agree.
Because like you said, the other ones are pleading not guilty to, what is it, 2nd-degree murder.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me because they all contributed to his death. They all beat the living crap out of him. All of them took turns.
Yeah. And these were the 5 black officers, right? Is that the ones?
Yeah, these are the 5 black officers that got caught beating the suspect live on a street camera because they took their body cameras off. And it's still up in the air what he was even pulled over for. That's still up in the air.
That's right. That has never been. Okay, gotcha.
Mm-mm.
So they're in trial right now, or it hasn't gone to trial yet?
I don't think the trial has started.
Okay, so these are negotiations that are happening pre-trial.
Yeah, so it says the remaining 4 defendants still face a federal trial scheduled for May 2024. Actually, that already happened. Actually, no, 2024 is 2023. So they have a trial coming up next year for this. So I think everybody should watch and pay attention to how this goes down. I just found that very interesting that he took a plea deal and he's going to be testifying. That's crazy. His cooperation. He's going to have to testify to the things that he tells the Fed.
I think so too, but I think you're right that he's probably going to flip on those other guys. So they're going to have to make a decision pretty quickly what they're going to do. Otherwise,
I hope they all go down. Actually,
yeah.
Let me not. I hope the people who took part in the beating all go down, and anybody who tried to cover it up, I do hope they go down too. But the people who did the beating, y'all need to serve a lengthy amount of time in jail because that's absurd. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That video is wild.
I hope the court case is public though. That would be an interesting one to watch for sure. Considering we don't
sure.
really know. We don't really know. There's so much that we still don't know about it. No. Did you hear about the 13-year-old kid that was shot and killed in an attempted carjacking of an off-duty federal officer in DC? Did you hear about that?
No.
So I hadn't heard about it either, and I saw it on Tatum's channel. He had just done a video about it, so I hadn't heard about it either. But it says this article was posted October 29th. So it said in Washington, D.C., an attempted carjacking late Saturday night turned deadly, according to the Metropolitan Police Department. D.C. police said a teenage boy, 7th grader, died after he attempted to carjack someone and was shot near 6th Street in Northwest D.C. just after 10 p.m. According to police, the victim, an off-duty federal security officer, was waiting in his vehicle for his shift to begin when he was approached by 2 juveniles. They demanded the victim get out of his car, with one holding his hand in front of his waistband pocket as if he had a handgun. The victim shot one of the suspects as he was getting out of the car. The other suspect fled. The suspect that was shot was taken to a nearby hospital where he died. The teen was identified as 13-year-old Bernard Taney Jr. Officers are now searching for a second suspect who was caught by surveillance cameras, which that guy looks a lot older in the picture. So the interesting thing about this is I was watching a news report on it, and this kid, I think in the last month, was known by the police. Okay. He had committed upwards of, at minimum, 1 carjacking a week, like up and down the city. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy to think. Like when I saw the map of like the places where he had done carjackings and robberies,
Yeah.
I was like, how is a 7th grader getting around? Right. So then I saw like getting all up and down these. Then I saw the guy that fled this last incident. This guy looks older. So I'm like, okay, so he's got an older adult, using this kid obviously to do this type of stuff. I'm guessing.
I mean, that doesn't sound far-fetched. That sounds quite common.
Yeah.
That's
pretty
crazy. I didn't hear about that, but way to go, DC. You would think the capital where all of our not even interesting, but like the nation's capital should be the safest place on the planet, you would think, right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Listen to the statement though from his school. Okay.
Oh God.
So Kelly Miller Middle School principal Donnell Cox issued the following statement. It is with a heavy heart that I share the recent death of one of our students, Bernard Taney Jr. As 7th grader, Bernard was a valued member of the community.
Oh my God.
He was carjacking people.
He was not a valued member of the community. It doesn't matter if he was a kid. He was a kid running around tormenting neighborhoods and stealing shit that doesn't belong to him. Why do we do this? Why do we do this as Black folks? I don't really get it.
The kid actually referred to himself as, I'm the principal of the school. Okay. So that tells you right there. He was like, I run this shit. Okay. He will be greatly missed by our staff and students. I guarantee you that staff is like, it was only a matter of time that this boy was going to end up like this. I'm sure they knew.
Yeah.
I'm sure they knew. Bernard was smart and talented and created personal relationships, not only with his schoolmates, but also with many of the staff here at Kelly Miller. He had a natural comedic ability and loved to make people laugh, especially when he would joke that he was the principal of Kelly Miller Middle School. I don't think he was joking, Bernard. Mr. Bernard also liked to play basketball and spend his free time on the court with his friends. Nah, he was spending his free time doing other shit, apparently. This loss will surely raise many emotions, concerns, and questions from our community.
Listen, Listen, that's a lot. I rest in peace, but he fucked around and found out. That's what you get.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't steal nothing, and don't gesture that you have a weapon in your waistband as if people aren't going to shoot back at you.
Yeah. But here's my thing is why do we do not just a child that does something like this, but even like when adults do something like this, why do the community members, like whoever, the mayor, the principals, the people, the pastors in the community, why do they come together and lie to people talking about, oh, they were good people, they were good members of the community? Why do you lie? Why do you do them a disservice by not saying like, if there's really nothing nice you could say, then just stay quiet. Like, don't get up here and lie and say they were a good member and valued member of the community. That is a lie.
No, they weren't. They
Who
were
is this
tormenting the
person?
community.
Who is this person? Joe shit.
I don't know who that is.
Is
that
it that Mo's hair is down? Why does she look so good?
I don't know. I don't look at her like that. So how you asking the rest of us?
I feel like
She
I
looks
look
like
pretty.
Mo.
I know. I feel like I look like this all the time. Thanks, Joe.
I think
All
he
right.
I think he was trying to shoot a shot and you failed. You should go to the drawing board and try again.
Try again, Joe. Just joking. I appreciate the compliment. Don't
Thank
say
you, Birdman.
simp.
I wasn't gonna say it. You said it.
Don't
Thank you.
say simp. Thank you. That's a nice thing. He's making a compliment. Let him make a compliment. Thank you, Joe.
Don't say simp.
Don't say simp. I don't want
See
to
how
like.
nice she's being.
No. He's not being disrespectful. He's just saying I look good. Thank you, Joe. Birdman, why don't you throw a compliment? Come on.
Don't do it, Birdman. Don't do it. Speaking
No,
of
you're not.
trials and shooting people, I wanted to give an update on Susan Lawrence. I really don't understand what the justice system is doing when it comes to this woman because she's guilty as crap. I don't understand why we're wasting tax dollars, why we're wasting resources. Her
Yeah.
trial is set to begin next summer.
Dang. I gotta wait
Next
that long?
summer. 2024 of June. Her
This
attorney
is-
asked for more time to review the evidence of the case. Ma'am,
There's
your client is guilty.
Sir,
She's
watch the
guilty.
Somewhere in the Middle show where we covered this. That's all you need to know. We covered it thoroughly.
Lord.
Are you
I don't get it. And of course, the family spoke out. She had the hearts. The grandma spoke out, and she's just like, I have to go home and tell her children that they have to wait for justice now. Listen, Susan Lawrence is guilty. We showed
Yeah.
a whole body cam, multiple body camera footage of this lady who raised absolute hell for nothing. She was even disrespectful to police officers
Yeah.
for talking catty corner to where she lives.
Yep.
Like, are you serious?
Yep. Plenty of
on.
eyewitnesses that have testified over and over and over again, not just for this incident, but prior incidences, that she is just a terrible person.
It's horrible.
I
Horrible.
agree. What a waste of our tax dollars.
Why are we wasting tax dollars on this? Like, lock her up and throw the key away. She
Yeah.
should die in prison and never leave. And if she doesn't die in prison, then she needs to be transported to some mental psych ward, and she should never see the light of day because she's weird. Something's wrong with this lady.
Yeah.
I was
She's
really
crazy.
bothered. I thought maybe we would see an update of she's in jail. No, I mean, she is in jail. I'm sorry, but she received her sentencing and she's going to serve out her time. No, we got to wait till next summer to see what happens with this lady. And I guarantee you she gets a slap on the wrist because they're going to use her mental illness. They're going to use her mental illness as some sort of defense.
And her age.
And her age. And they're going to
Mhm.
paint AJ Owens as some sort of aggressor. I guarantee it. This is
I
just
don't see
my
how.
forecast. I don't see how they will either.
Yeah.
But the defense comes up with a lot of crazy things.
Yeah. I'm
We'll see what
sure
happens.
they're gonna probably pull all sorts of people out of the woodwork that probably don't like her for whatever reason
Yep.
to come and testify that, you know,
She faces up to 30 years in prison, by the way.
she needs
That's
to
what she's
rot in
facing.
prison.
Rot for the
Yeah,
rest
she
of her
needs to
life.
rot for sure. For sure. Who was the third person?
Ralph
Tyree.
Yarl? We did
Ralph
Tyre
Yarl.
Nichols. Ralph Yarl. Again, he's another one where the trial is, they seal the trial and they seal the documents of the trial for some odd reason.
Mhm.
Andrew Lester pled not guilty, and they're still waiting for that trial to take place. It just seems like the clear-cut trials take forever. And the
I
trials
know.
that are just like up in the air, you guys are quick to just get that out of the way. That's just wild to me.
I
All
mean,
these people are guilty.
the George Floyd trial happened rather quickly considering the complexity of that one.
And didn't it just come out that he
Yeah.
actually overdosed on fentanyl?
Breaking news.
We all didn't know that already.
No, that really shocked me.
Ugh.
Wait, there was fentanyl involved?
Just,
You mean it wasn't
bothers
just a
me,
fake
bro.
$20 bill?
It bothers me. And of course,
Yeah.
Ralph Yarl, I'm gonna give a positive update because I think we should show positivity on these victims. He was shot for no reason. He earns a National Merit Awards months after being shot in the head. He is in his senior year of high school, and he is just one of 6 students in his Kansas City school district to be granted the National Merit Commended Award. Top honor given to students across the country who score up in the top 3 on the preliminary SAT and National Merit Scholarship qualifying tests. So clearly this is a smart young man, and he is now in his senior year, about to go off to college. Why don't y'all stop tormenting this young man and throw the guy who shot him in jail? He's guilty. It doesn't matter that he's old. Your seniority, you being a senior citizen, you still laws apply to you. And you clearly felt threatened by a black man being at your door.
I mean, didn't he already say that it was a mistake? Like, he already admitted that. Didn't the guy already admit that it was a mistake? That he was scared? That's basically what he said. I was scared. It was a mistake. So can we not just sentence it? Like, why do we have to go through a trial? That's what I don't understand.
Why? Lock his ass up.
Yeah, for real.
And if you don't want to lock him up, put him in a psych ward too with all the old people that's serving their time out until they die.
Right.
Just put them away.
Yeah.
They're dangerous to society, man.
Yeah. I mean, I think you should get some type of like maybe a little bit of a shorter sentence when you save us taxpayers some money and just admit to everything you did and just like, let's just cut to the chase. Okay, cool. We'll knock, 5 years off. But I mean, at that age, it really doesn't matter either way.
Whew. Well, Birdman made a good point. He said it's trial by media, not an actual trial.
Yes.
And I agree with that.
Yes.
Most of I think O.J. Simpson, from what I can tell, was like the first media-driven trial.
Mm-hmm.
I'm too young to remember anything else, but we haven't seen anything like this since O.J. Simpson. I mean, what's the guy's name who got beat up?
Rodney King.
Rodney King. I haven't seen anything like this since then, and I was a baby when that freaking happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was a baby.
Yeah. Oh, for sure he murdered her. I mean, maybe not
called If I Did It.
If I Did It. I mean,
that?
maybe he didn't do it with his own hands, okay? But he did it. He has something to do with it. We all know that.
Stupid. He's so dumb. He wrote a book called If I Did It.
Right. Come on now. He ended up going to jail, but not for that. He ended up going to jail for like stealing back some memorabilia or whatever that was like
memorabilia. Yep.
Yeah.
I remember he went to jail for that. That was hilarious. Yeah. He wrote a book. Like, come on, man.
Dude, he was, I remember this trial. He was a good looking guy. I remember back then thinking OJ was kind of cute.
Orenthal.
OJ did it. Orenthal.
OJ did it with his own hand, even. If it don't fit, you must have quit. The glove didn't fit, y'all. He put it on and it didn't fit.
Okay, so I remember when that happened, because there was no social media back then. I remember when they brought that and like in the trial, everybody was like, "Oh my God, he's gonna put on the glove." Had there been social media before and we would have seen the glove, they would have been like, "Man, that shit ain't gonna fit his hands." Like, you know what I mean? Like, and his lawyer did an interview and he was like, "The only reason why I had him put the glove on was because I knew it wouldn't fit. Otherwise, we would have never put the glove on him if it would have fit."
Exactly. Come on, man.
It was a big show. It was a big show. It was good
So,
though.
at least we have something. We'll have something good to report out of these two situations. I hope. I don't see
Yeah.
how these people can get away with what they did, but we shall see. There's a lot of trials coming up in 2024, and conveniently, right after a new president is going to be reinstated.
Who he himself is in a trial right now.
I did say reinstated because I do think he'll win. I do.
Yes.
I can't see him losing. If he loses, then this whole thing is rigged.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
won't even consider voting ever again if he does not win.
Does that mean you might vote?
No,
Oh.
I'm definitely not voting.
Oh.
I'm just saying there will be other candidates outside of Mr. Trump that I might find interesting. But if he does not win, vote for what?
Yeah.
For what?
Let me tell y'all, okay, because I be looking at the other side's comment section. And every time Kamala or Joe post something or their people post something, because they ain't doing nothing, I'm in those comments deep, okay? And I never, like, you used to be finding people in there like, "Thank you, Mr. President, for these words of encouragement. Thank you for this policy." You find a couple fools in there just totally blind, right? Not one, dude. They're all like, "Go F yourself. We can't wait till you're gone." So I'm telling you, if he wins this election, it's for sure rigged. For sure.
Just saying. Y'all can say you heard it here first.
Yeah. It should be pretty cut and dry. All right, let's talk about these Kardashians. So
Oh Lord.
I will say this, okay? Kardashians annoy me, but I really do enjoy their Halloween costumes every year that they do because they're like so inventive. And I'm a big fan of Halloween. I know Soonie doesn't celebrate Halloween, but like I love the dress up and the fantasy of Halloween. So I don't know. I like looking at it. Anyways, the Kardashian, two of the girls, Khloe and Kim, along with some of their friends, did a rendition of the Bratz dolls. So I'm going to put a picture up here. So they were called out for blackfishing with the Bratz doll Halloween costume. Now, this is what the Bratz dolls look like. So I'm not quite sure why Khloe, in particular, the one in yellow, is receiving so much backlash for the way she looks, and why I said this to Soonie earlier, why it took this to say that these women blackfish. Okay, they wear weaves, they get butt injections, they get their lips done. Now, these particular lips I'm going to show to you guys are not real lips. These are actually prosthetic lips. They posted a video of them peeling them off their face. But somebody on social media said she's 3 shades darker than usual. No, she's not. This is like her usual dark shade, but you idiots don't realize she's got very light blonde hair, and they're literally sitting in a studio with lighting. Okay. So there you go. The Bratz dolls also look like this. Okay. So Khloe, who's 39, and her sister Kim, who's 43, took to social media to show off their Bratz doll transformation on Tuesday. The sisters posed alongside their best friends, Natalie, Olivia, who also transformed into Bratz dolls. The quartet all wore different colored houndstooth outfits with matching berets and bedazzled Bratz bags, along with high stockings. Okay, yada, yada, yada. Anyways, here's Khloe. I'm not mad at this. I mean, this is what the Bratz dolls look like, you guys. Now, the fact that this one 43 and this one 30 something, I got to give it to them that they can pull this off, but they also have an amazing team of people. Okay. Here she is. I'm not going to play because there's music in the background, but you're going to see her peeling these lips off. I mean, look at her bottom lip in general.
I was about
why
to
did
say.
why did you need a prosthetic? Is my question. You could have just lined your lips this way. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't see what the big deal is.
it's a costume.
It's Halloween. You're all dressing up as people you're not.
Yeah.
I don't know why this is news, but apparently Hollywood Unlocked felt like it was news. I was just like, bro, is your son Spider-Man? No.
I mean, even the people in the comments were actually in support of them. Like, if you read the comments, they were just like, y'all are just reaching for shit to get offended with. I agree.
man.
Like, we can
Yeah.
get offended with a lot more. Now, if you guys would like to recreate this look, or maybe you don't want to go and get your lips injected, you can go onto Amazon and buy the prosthetic lips for a very cheap price. They come in all different shapes and sizes, so that you can have the desired look that you want.
Oh, bro.
Okay.
I can't. I hate the internet. I
Yeah.
really do. I dislike Halloween, but whatever. I think it's just a moment for immature adults to be childish and dress up as things that they'll never be.
Of course.
I
These
don't get it.
these are the Brat stalls that they recreated. Like, okay, this is my thing with people, because I criticize the Kardashians all the time, but I don't have a butt implant or fake lips or anything like that. So I feel like I can do this. But y'all literally on a daily basis, and when I say y'all, these women that complain about this shit are posting using filters that are modeled after their faces. Every girl I see nowadays on the internet is a carbon copy of Kim Kardashian. The long, straight black hair parted down the middle, the same makeup, the same everything is Kim Kardashian. You guys dress like her. You guys act like her. You guys talk like her. And then you want to sit up here and complain about her Halloween costume? Come on. Oh, you want to see a ridiculous Halloween costume?
Ridiculous? More ridiculous? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I'm surprised this one didn't make the rounds on social media. Again, I'm not going to play the sound because it has music
I got something better. I got something better. You're going to lose it when I show you something.
This would be Lil Nas X.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Okay.
He's a tampon.
He's a tampon and he comes out of a vagina.
Yeah,
and he's covered in.
I saw this.
This is crazy. Like, who on his team let him do this?
He needs to be in someone's mental institution.
He said, rip me out the kitty.
I've been acting brand new. Listen.
I can't. Okay, show me what you got. Look at this. Cheryl's outraged.
Lil Nas X is gross. Okay, close your eyes.
Okay.
I gotta fit this for you.
All right.
Look, don't open it. Don't open it until I tell you open it now.
Okay.
Actually, let's do this. Okay, open your eyes.
Oh no, this is not.
It's Don Lemon.
Can you get closer?
Closer?
What? As Kamala Harris? And that's
And
supposed to be Joe? Who's
that's
that
supposed to
next?
be Joe Biden.
Is that his husband?
I don't know.
Because you know he's married to a white man.
Mm.
Stop. Dude, what do the comments say underneath this post? What I need to know.
I have no this is on Twitter. Hold
We
on.
did it, Tim.
It says cringe as Dawn Lemon went as Kamala Harris for Halloween. This is what happens when you drink. Is this what happens when you drink too much Bud Light? They don't look anything like them. Terrible costumes, barely trying. Well, she's a guy, so he just wanted to cross dress so he could use this as an excuse. Finally he's come out of the trans closet. You know he dresses
Oh my
like her
God.
at home. Hideous. They're both famous for the same thing too. A lot of people are just like cringe. It's so weird. Look, so Don lost his job and resorted to drag, I guess.
That's funny. Wow.
Yeah, so
Wow.
this
And
is
Kamala didn't comment on it. She didn't.
I don't see Kamala come. I don't think Kamala took too kindly to a man trying to dress like her. I wouldn't take too kindly to that. I would be like, sir, you should have several seats.
Oh man. That
Don Lemon.
was pitiful.
I was so shocked that you didn't share it. I was so certain that you were going to share it.
I didn't
and
even
I
see
didn't
it.
see you talk about it.
I didn't even see it. Now I don't follow Dawn, but
Yeah.
I'm surprised I didn't see it like in my feed or anything like that.
Listen,
Linda. Linda. Okay, wait for a second. Let me digress.
oh Lord, what?
She
What
has
she
a
did
new.
to you now?
She has a new victim.
Who's the victim?
Rob Smith.
She likes the. She likes them though. Why's she going after him?
Because Rob Smith, you know, he's in Miami. Rob Smith attacked these pretty girls with BBLs walking around Miami in their spandex workout pants and their low cut tops, kind of like what Bryson said. Remember what Bryson made a comment about the things? Okay, so that got back to her. And she's literally like been posting almost every day about Rob Smith, like calling him out by name. And she's like, how dare a gay man lecture a woman on how she needs to behave? Yeah. So she's been going and going and going, trying to get Rob to respond. And Rob finally responded, but it probably killed her. Okay. He did not mention her name. He was like, I'm not going to fall into the trap of like mentioning your name because you're trying to get clout for me. But you're really not that relevant. I was like, oh, I'm not even a fan of Rob, but I was like, thank you for putting this bitch in her place.
Please, somebody. She thinks way too highly of herself.
Yeah.
She looks like a mob boss's wife, bro. Her face is strong.
She's gotten some work done recently because her face looks different. And she's been gone from her podcast. They haven't done the podcast. She says that they're working on like improving it or whatever. But I'm like, I think you're in recovery from like a little from a little something.
She's about to go after you now.
Probably.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, she blocked Birdman for asking how old she is. How old are you?
Wait, who? Oh, you asked Linda?
Yeah. Linda.
Ooh.
Not Linda, Linda.
Linda.
Oh yeah. So, I love this clip. I like how they expose themselves.
Yeah. Let me play the clip and then we'll talk about it. Let me just.
North, she'll go to her dad. She'll be like, Dad is the best. He has it all figured out. He doesn't have a nanny. He doesn't have a chef. He doesn't have security. He lives in an apartment. And she'll start crying. Why don't you have an apartment? I can't believe we don't have an apartment. They do that at Scott's too. Like, Dad has the best house. Your house sucks. He has the best house. It's not super big. The vibe's better. I feel like everything falls on the parent that's like more involved. Yeah.
What
Like,
self-centered pieces of
we
shit
make our
moms
own
they are.
food. That's amazing that you make ramen, you know, like great, you know, that you boil water and pour it onto some noodles. Yeah. I do make pancakes every morning, and that has been a game changer. They love it because
Game
we're
changer.
sitting at the table and they're happier. Yeah. Except for one wants a smoothie, one wants this. So I say, like, one of you, they wrote, and then North, she'll go to her
Dude.
dad. She'll be like, Dad is the best. Courtney always says North is my lesson
Watch
on
this.
this planet.
What does that mean? She's your lesson.
It means that I'm supposed to learn even more patience. She teaches me patience. She has taught me a lot about life. Northie, I'm going to a prison soon.
Listen.
Can you eat it like that?
Yeah. You want some?
No, thanks. You're just going to eat an onion like an apple. This is what she does, people. She eats veggies like apples.
What do you think about the work your mom does?
What does she do?
She said, what does she do?
Bro.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy?
What?
We were watching, I mentioned this earlier. We were watching a movie. It had Queen Latifah in it, Ludacris. It was a Netflix film, and it was a thriller. So we were like, oh, let's watch it. And my husband's like, I really hate the way they depict the family. Like, they make it seem like good parents irritate their children, and they always show children being disrespectful and ungrateful. And that made me think of the Kardashians, right?
Yeah.
Because these girls are going to grow up and watch their moms having these very same conversations, and they probably hear them talk about this in life. While they're listening to their kids expressing what type of life they would like, they can't do anything. They can't help but be like, the parent who has them all the time just always gets the bad look.
The bad rap.
Actually, no, because I'm with my kids all the time, and so is their father, and they're very much so happy because they have a normal life. Your kids are expressing their craving for a normal life. Like, they don't want a big house. Clearly, they're happy that you make, like, pancakes are a game changer, bitch, because they want you to cook for them.
Right.
Like, what the heck?
Right.
Kids like when you cook for them. What the crap?
And what's funny is she's like, when they go to their dads, they don't have security. They don't have a nanny. They don't have a chef. That's normal in most households in America. Like, listen, I want to applaud Kanye for being as famous as he is and having the money to do all those things. And he's trying his hardest to keep his children as humble and as normal as possible. Like, I think that is amazing. And I think that it's even though ramen is not like the healthiest thing, I think it's amazing that he's allowing his kids to like cook that stuff, because kids don't need extravagant meals. I mean, let them do things like that. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
And you know what happens? Kids start to express themselves through cooking. My daughter's one. She loves cooking.
Yeah.
She'll make ramen, but she boils an egg. She cuts up cilantro.
Yeah.
She cuts up green onions and she puts it all in her vegetables. She puts it all in her ramen. That is an experience that they enjoy.
Right.
That irritated me. That whole clip just irritated me. And it goes back to what Kyle was saying, is they try to depict normalcy as wrong.
Yeah.
Like, it's normal to walk around a big ass empty house with all these things that you probably don't even touch. You probably have rooms that you don't even enter.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine having a room in my house that I never go in, or having a wing of my house that I don't even touch, or not being. Can you imagine, Mo?
No.
Your house being too big to clean?
No, I wouldn't live in a house that's too big to clean.
Who does that?
You know what's funny, Soonie? Pancakes are a game changer. Okay. Little did I know. Do you understand that I make pancakes a couple times a week? I mean, I'm going to ask my kids, has it been a game changer for you? Because I'm just
They're gonna be
wondering.
like, Mom, what?
No, I thought it was funny when North threw major shade at Kim, and they were like, so what do you think of the work your mom does? And she's like, what does she do? I love North, dude. She's savage. She is just like her dad. She is just like her dad. I love Northy.
Then they cut it.
Yes,
They did her dirty.
they did her
Did
dirty.
her dirty. What does her mom do? They have a TV show and she made Skims. And now they're sexualizing the NBA for people like Mo, because who is really looking at your drawers when you're on the basketball court? Nobody
Oh, yeah.
cares what fucking underwear you're wearing. No one
Well,
cares.
It's the tights. I think it's the tights that they're making, like the. Wait, speaking
See?
of
Look at her.
Skims.
Look at her
Speaking
getting
of
all excited.
Skims, dude, I'm so glad you brought this up. I am so glad you brought this up. Okay, this is the Kardashian hour, you guys. I posted about this, and I don't know if you guys saw this, but did you know? Okay, I'm gonna post a picture, and so this girl's not naked. This is a bra.
Okay.
This is a bra, okay? And I'm gonna play the ad because I thought that this was fake, okay? But Skims has now come out with the nipple bra. It's called the Ultimate Nipple Bra. And I was like, what? So this is a push-up bra that this bowl has never been seen before. A faux nipple brings the wow factor, while innovative cups fully reshape, augment, and lift your breasts. Okay. Ladies, let me ask you a question. Okay. As a woman that's out in the scene of dating, how do you all think it's going to go down when you go on a date with a guy and you've got your fake nipple bra, okay, with a sheer t-shirt on so that they can see through it. You've got your Spanx that are smoothing everything out and shaping everything. You have got your padded booty shorts, which I'm going to show you in a second, exist also. Okay. You've got 20 pounds of makeup on. You've got your hair weave. When it comes down to you laying down with a man and having to wake up in the morning, are you thinking through how that is all going to go? Because he is going to be in complete shock when he turns over and sees that he's in bed with a woman he did not go home with last night. P talk about what's that website? P no. Okay, so let me show you the commercial for Skims. Okay, here we go.
The Earth's temperature is getting hotter and hotter.
They're relating this to global warming. Here we go.
The sea levels are rising. The ice sheets are shrinking. And I'm not a scientist, but I do believe everyone can use their skill set to do their part. That's why I'm introducing a brand new bra with a built-in nipple. So no matter how hot it is, you'll always look cold. Some days are hard, but these nipples are harder. And unlike the icebergs, these aren't going anywhere. The Skims Ultimate Nipple Bra.
Okay. So, okay. Do not pay attention to the shit that I be saving up in here. This is another crazy thing. This is a bra for your tatas, okay? A tata towel. This is this is what comes across. Now, let me show you another thing. This is more trickery, okay? Look at this.
How I went from this to this and this to this in 10 seconds. I could not believe my eyes when I seen the viral videos, but then I realized these are amazing. I ordered the Fashion Nova BBL shorts. They're kind of like a padded bra, but for your butt. So let's put them on. If these don't work, I'm sending them right back. You can already see the shape.
Look at this.
What the Look at these hips.
Built-in hips, okay?
Look at the back. Okay, let's pull this dress in. With the BBL shorts, without the BBL shorts.
Okay, her body to begin with, there was nothing wrong with. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. For sure.
What's wrong with these women, Soonie? What do you think about this?
I just want to know why women want to share their nipples when they say that men are objectifying them, and they're talking about coochie freedom. You want to show your titties. You want bras that create nipples while you're trying to hide your nipples. To me, it's just you asking for perverted men to come and do whatever the fuck they want to do to you. And then you'll complain about men objectifying you. You're
The
objectifying
wrong
yourself.
attention. The wrong attention. Girls
Like,
want the wrong attention.
Kim Kardashian just made millions off of a deal with the NBA, off of this entire Skims line she came out with. What happens when North puts this on? I'm so glad her and Kanye got divorced.
Yeah.
I'm not happy because the family's broken, and I think he should have laid the law down on his wife. You know, this is not what's going to go down, but ultimately you can't force a woman to be with you if she doesn't want to be with you. But
yeah,
what message are you trying to send? You're talking about global warming and your titties are out. Why do we want to see your nipples?
I come from the time from the we are trying to cover our nipple. Like in our day, you wore a bra with padding, or like that was
cover
thicker
that,
to cover them. Now, I will say this, okay? The only way that this would actually make sense to me is for maybe women who had mastectomies and don't have nipples. Like my mom had a mastectomy. She had a complete reconstruction, and she has the visual aspect of a nipple, but she doesn't actually have a nipples because they surgically tattoo on, everything to make it look real. But I can understand for that. And I can understand for women who might have inverted nipples, okay? Medical reasons, okay? But still, you're lying to men. This is not being marketed towards medical situation type nipple, issues. This is trying to market, it's sexy to show your nipples to the world. And to appear like, who knows that that's even what your nipples look like?
And
again yeah.
Why do you want people to see your nipples?
Yeah.
Like, what if you meet a freak show that sees that and then you become a victim when he wouldn't have even been looking at you?
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I welcome things like this, and any idiot woman who buys this, then whatever happens to you happens to you. I'm just going to start blaming natural selection. I don't think that's just with sickness. I think that's with decisions too.
Yeah.
Natural selection happens. And a lot of y'all about to get got. Whoever is stupid enough to put money in her pocket for objectifying herself, and then these women will complain about how the world perceives them. Sukiana's one. Amber Rose is another. You showcase the slut walk. What do you think people are going to think of you? You're a slut, and then you get mad when people treat you as such. Kim Kardashian, I'm sorry, but she's a paid whore.
You said Kim Kardashian.
I'm Kim Kardashian. I'm sorry.
You just came up with her new name, Kardashian.
You're a paid whore, bro. What do? You got rich off a sex tape. That's why people know you, because you got fucked by Ray J. Nobody knows anything else outside of you.
Exactly.
Outside of that, bro.
But okay, I ain't mad at her for this NBA deal. I think what they're doing is like the tights that the NBA players wear. I ain't mad at her for that. Okay. Because if anybody knows the undercarriage of an NBA player, it is the Kardashians. Am I right or am I right? These girls have been doing studies on NBA players' bodies for years, and we didn't even know. We didn't even know that this was all a large marketing research situation. They could be, Khloe could write off her entire divorce as research.
Listen, bro. I just, who is looking at this? Like, who is looking at this? If I could ask Kim Kardashian a question, I would ask her why. Why?
Yeah.
And who is looking at this? You tried to tie in global warming. Although it's getting hotter, wear bras that make you look still cold. Bro, what? What?
Why?
There is no intelligence in that woman's brain. That was the dumbest commercial or ad I've ever seen. That's for men.
Yeah.
That is for men to watch. Oh, Jesus, man.
Well, P has a question for the men in the room. Do you really care what nipples look like? Gentlemen, take your vote in the chat. Do you guys even
Cold
care?
nipples hurt. Why is she acting like they feel good, bro? It hurts when you get cold.
You know what? I actually saw a video as people are voting in the comments. Let's see what they say. But I saw a video from a guy the other day on TikTok, and he was like, these are 5 things that men do not care about that women think we care about. And I think one of them was like the fupa. He said, actually, most guys will probably tell you that we find a little fupa kind of sexy. Not like a big one, but like a little, a little tummy kind of sexy.
I ain't never heard a man say that. I think that's to make
Well,
women feel good.
actually, I'm glad he said it because Mo ain't over here with a washboard stomach by any means. Okay, I'm team fupa sometimes.
Where the fupa at? No.
Oh, we showing our fupa? We showing the fupa?
Where? We ain't got no fupa.
I have a fupa, girl. I've had 10-pound kids. I got a fupa. It's fupa-licious. It's fupa-licious.
I don't get it. I wanted to get up and dance and say exactly what I just said.
Yeah.
But when I do it, this cord is coming out because she triggered me. That really triggered that type of stuff bothers me. It really bothers me that women don't carry themselves as women anymore. And this type of representation is what it means to be feminine.
Yeah.
Like you can't even wear a ball cap t-shirt and some cute jeans without somebody thinking you're a freaking lesbian.
Right.
I don't have to dress like a whore. Why do I have to be a nasty outrageous? Why do I have to like show all that I got for people to see that I clearly don't like vagina? I just don't get it. Not even just me, but women who are like me. Like, I don't want to show off everything I got. In fact, if I wore shorts that were too short, I would spend most of my time trying to pull it down.
Yeah.
So I might as well go change my clothes. Why you got ass cheeks out? For what? For what?
Listen, I enjoy looking good and looking sexy. Now, not inappropriate, not inappropriate and slutty. But it is what it is.
Heck no, bro.
Anyways, the other thing the guy said, cellulite. He said cellulite. He said fupa. He said boob size. He didn't care if small titties or big titties. It doesn't matter. Saggy titties, whatever. What, Soonie? Are you gonna judge? What do you got to say about all that? Because
I have never heard men say this, so I just think it's funny.
You've never heard men say what? That they don't really like care?
No.
Really?
Maybe it's listen.
Oh, but you don't really.
Maybe
talk
I'm
to
a
guys
little
like
biased. Well, my husband has friends, and they come over here and talk. I listen to their conversation. They don't want wives that look like that. I don't think any man does. I think this is just an attempt to make women feel okay with mediocrity. I really do. I really do. There's no way you could be married to a man. I'm like, there's no way I could be married to the man I'm married to and go to sleep next to what I go to sleep to, and I look like that.
But I'm saying he likes you. You see what I'm saying? Like, he's the man for you. But like, I'm sure there's guys that just like guys wouldn't find me as their cup of tea because maybe I'm too curvy for them, or they don't like kangaroo sacks or whatever. And they're going to prefer a more thinner girl. There's guys that have a certain preference. Don't you think?
I don't think it's normal. I think this is something that is being pushed to be normal.
P loves a kangaroo sack.
I think P falls in a elect few of men who listen. I'm done talking.
No, this is a good topic. This is a good topic.
I don't want to offend anyone, but I'm thinking in my head. I think men who like this, they're chubby chasers. You like that's okay. That is okay. I'm saying that I don't think this is normal. I don't think that this is a normal discussion amongst men. I don't. I think there are men who think this way 1000%. I can't take that away from them. But a kangaroo sack?
But wait, okay, wait. Let me Google. Hold on. Let me Google what comes up when you Google kangaroo sack. Okay. What is a woman's kangaroo sack? That's not my term. I've never heard of a kangaroo sack, but I mean I have heard of it. I've heard of other people, but that's just
I've
not my
never
term.
heard that before. This is my first time hearing that.
Well, it's funny because like when you say what is a woman's kangaroo sack, it pulls up actual kangaroos like with the baby in the sack.
Mm.
Okay, let me do this. Women with kangaroo sacks. It's still pulling up kangaroos. What the
That might be like a colloquial thing. You might be able
maybe.
to find it on Urban Dictionary, but maybe there's like no real depiction of it.
Okay, wait. So I know it
No.
as a fupa. Okay, so
I'm
here we go. Here we go. So you type in fupa
oh my
and
goodness.
there are some images. Okay. So fupa is considered to be this area right here, which is the vagina area. Now, I would think this is more of like a fupa. This is like a little pouchy pouch, like what this lady's grabbing. This is a fupa. That's a fupa. See, like this chick right here, that's a fupa.
See, that just bro, if I were to show my husband this and be like, babe, what you think? He would be like, that is fucking disgusting.
But that's just like an extreme, right? Like I don't think everybody has that. Like they even let's see what Beyonce said about a fupa. Beyonce said fupa in a magazine. Okay. Beyonce claims to have a fupa herself, which she had twins. Like why wouldn't she have a fupa? What does she say in the magazine about a fupa?
To the front, but
what does she say? She
Beyonce
referenced her
personal
own fupa.
see, she's trying to make women feel good. Like it's just trying to make women feel good about having that.
But okay, I don't hate my fupa. It is what it is, okay? But my situation is a little bit different because I used to weigh 400 pounds. Like unless I go surgically get it removed, it's there.
That's different. That's different. You can snap. I weigh 168 pounds. I will go get on a scale right now. I weigh what I weighed in high school. And I've had 3 children. I am 33 years old. If I can snap back to my high school weight, then so can the rest of us. And if you can't because you have some sort of medical, that's different. But let's not normalize this amongst women. No.
Do you see this? It says fupa. I'm gonna get this shirt. The upper fat area that keeps the pussy from getting cold.
Oh
used
my
as
God.
a headrest during used as a headrest during pussy waiting.
Oh my God. Oh man.
Okay, here's a skinny fupa. Do you think this is bad? Do you think this is disgusting?
What skinny fupa? What are you talking? I'm sorry. I don't. What are you showing me?
This one right here. This one.
I think she just needed to do sit-ups. And if she hit it because she put something on it, then just do some damn sit-ups.
P, I'm getting you all these t-shirts for Christmas. The bigger the
He said
fupa,
locker room
tastier.
talk, ladies.
Bigger the fupa, tastier the chalupa.
See? What man? I'm gonna go and ask men. I'm gonna ask the guys that I'm friends with how they feel about fupas. I have to.
What? Dude, but so far, Birdman, are you pro fupa? So far, P's the only one in the comments admitting to his fupa, his love for the fupa.
Hold on. Who is pro fupa in here? I'm gonna put it in Discord too.
Okay, right now we need to know live reaction from Discord on the fupa.
Oh my lord. This is funny.
Yeah. See, this is a great topic. This is a great topic.
Okay, no fupa. We got one.
No fupa. Mark, do you like them skinny? Is that what it is? It's because you like them skinny.
Don't do that because there's a lot of slim, thick girls out here that ain't got
Okay,
no food.
but how come we can't talk about slim girls, but you can talk all day about us thicker girls? You got all kinds of stuff to say about the thick girls, and I can't say anything about skinny girls. Y'all are sensitive though.
Don't exactly.
Where's all my fupa ladies in the comments?
I'm not pro it, but I'm not anti it. I'm a fence rider. You being scared. You know you don't like the fupa.
Okay, so that basically means it doesn't matter. That basically means it doesn't matter.
What?
That shit don't matter, Danny said.
Danny's a drunk from the UK.
There
know
are
exactly
a few
who that
chubby
is.
changers in Nads.
It's a server. The server that I put, the question in. That's the server they're commenting.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Oh, so they comment and it comes in here?
No, I put it in the chat and then they're
Oh,
probably
gotcha.
watching at the same time and they saw that I posted it. See, and yes, drunk. I knew you were drunk. I know you, Danny. I
He's a
remember you.
Swede. He's a Swede.
Whatever you are, you sound like y'all. Y'all sound the same. Shit.
See, but Swedish women, I don't know. I haven't seen. I don't know.
Swedish women?
Yeah.
What are they small? Like small and frame?
No, there's some thick ones.
Okay.
This
Oh,
is
Ginger.
Ginger.
Oh Lord. I want you and Ginger to talk one day. Ginger is
Why?
another person that should come on. We should have a whole outreach with her.
Is she another?
Look at you.
I'm trying to be sensitive. Is she another interesting person from Discord?
She's very interesting.
Okay, keep voting on the fupa. Nobody watching your
Someone
fupa.
got
Okay,
a
so
tattoo of a chair that hit someone.
yeah, the Montgomery brawl.
Oh, I saw people have the chains too.
I saw somebody was the chair for Halloween.
What?
Or the guy that got hit with the chair, they had like a folding chair like over their head.
Oh my God.
And they had like black
That's
eyes. That was funny.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Unless they have to wrestle it away when it's going down, then it's an issue.
What does that mean? Like they have to move it? Wrestle it away? What do you mean wrestle it away? They gotta move it. Oh, like if they have to like lift it up.
He said wrestle with it.
Wrestle with it.
Wrestle. You got to wrestle.
Judy said no comment, but that probably means she has a fupa. Then Judy, then you should be on my team because we're team fupa over here. Because
We're team fupa over here. Hey, I'm not saying I never had one, but it definitely was not a comfortable thing for me because I'm not used to having a ton of weight on me. It made me very insecure.
Dude, P says high-waisted leggings are trickery.
See, P, you feel me.
You say they're trickery? Hold
Yes.
on. But I rock high-waisted leggings. I like it because
Don't make it personal. If I can't make it personal, neither can you. You called me out.
I can't comment on why I wear high-waisted leggings.
Sure, but you can't make the comment personal to you. I want to hear why you wear them.
Because I have loose skin from gastric bypass, so I have to like pull it up to smooth everything out.
Well, you have a reason then. I don't think there's anything wrong with what you're doing. Listen, let me look in the camera and get real close, okay?
Okay.
Everybody come closer to me.
Oh my gosh. This is like a view I want all the time though. Because you just seem more psychotic.
She's just psychotic. Listen, if you don't have an excuse such as Mo and you just have extra skin, then you're manipulating people. And it's okay.
Yeah.
Women wear makeup to manipulate. Women put eyelashes on to manipulate. They add extra hair. They add eyebrows that ain't theirs, lips. Why wouldn't yoga pants be the same thing?
Yeah.
Come on.
I love it. No, I'm not gonna have surgery for it. Just because I'm already like older. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to impress anybody out here. Like you either love me for what I got going on or you don't.
Yeah.
You know, like I rather have everything, the loose skin or whatever. I'd rather have all of that than have like scars all over my body.
Still raise hand.
What is he raising his hand for?
I don't know. But look, I'm telling you. That's why I said don't make it personal to you. I get why you do it. But the
Yeah.
majority of women are not doing it for that reason. They're
Yeah.
not. The majority of women are lazy. They don't want to go to the gym and actually have to work out. We just talked about this.
True.
Going to the gym makes you feel good. People would
True.
rather cheat. You just saw this. She could have got thicker waist and a thicker butt by just doing squats.
Yeah.
Why not do it?
Look at Judy. Judy folded. She said, I'll be on your side, but I did have 3 C-sections. Well, I had 2. So there you go.
I'm talking about the majority of women that absolutely can help it and choose not to. I have seen these same women who are in the gym
Yeah.
wearing the yoga pants that hide, like, bitch, yo yoga pants come up to your belly button. We know what you hiding. We're not stupid. Like,
Oh God.
stop.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, I don't know. Like, you could, if you don't want to go to the gym, ladies, just accept that that's how your body is and just know that there are men out there that don't care. Okay. So I think what men are attracted to is your self-confidence for yourself. So if you dress for your body type, that's the other thing I think women need to realize. Not every outfit on the market is for your body type, right? So like, for instance, I know I'm not like a short skirt type of girl, okay? Because I don't have the legs for that type of thing. Some girls do. My skirt is like a pencil skirt, something that is going to taper and accentuate my curves. Pencil skirt doesn't have to be short, but I know how to dress for my body. Know how to dress for your body, ladies, because you can make it look really, really good if you know how to dress for your body. But don't be out here trying to fool people with these shapeshifter outfits, adding hips, adding butt, adding nipples, adding whatever, like, or taking away things, because eventually the truth is going to have to come out. Eventually it's going to have to come out. You're not going to be able to fool forever.
Like you said, what's going to happen when they wake up in the morning and they see the real you?
Yeah.
The guy was able to sue his wife, by the way, for his children looking ugly because she had got cosmetic surgery before she married him. And he was just like, what is wrong with my kids? And he found out that she lied to him.
Wait, how
Swear to
drastic a plastic surgery did she get that a father is going to be like, what is wrong with my kids?
I'm
Like,
about to show you.
was she looking like, hey, you guys from Goonies or what? Was she looking like? Danny,
Chinese man.
surgery.
A Chinese man.
Oh, we'll say no more. I mean, first of all, she's Asian, so you are already. I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna show this online because it's mean.
Show it. You can't bring this up and not show it.
Danny's saying it's a myth. This is not a myth, bro. Guy sues ugly wife and wins in a divorce settlement. This was real. Hold on.
I just want to know, like, how you legally sue somebody for being ugly.
Look,
I don't know. What? Wait, which one is the before?
This is the before.
Play the video. Just play the video. Play the video.
A Chinese man has won a court fight against his wife after suing her for being ugly. Jian Feng filed a lawsuit after his wife gave birth to what he says
Enlarge
was
that.
an ugly baby, saying their daughter did not look like either one of them. After he accused her of cheating, she admitted to spending $100,000 on plastic surgery before she got married. This is the before and after pictures. That's when he filed for divorce, saying she deceived him and convinced him to marry her under false pretenses. While the
Okay. So let's just take an account. Let's start from the chin. She got the same chin.
Mm-hmm.
The lips are a little different. The nose is definitely different.
Mm-hmm.
The eyes are she don't even look Asian no more in this right picture. She got eyebrows, but she could have painted those on. And that looks to be the extent of it. I think she got something done on her ears, but I can't tell. What the hell?
I think it's just her hair.
Oh, she
I
got like
think
a
her
headband.
hairline is a little different. Like it seems a little smaller from the opposite side from the before picture. If you look at her hairline.
Yeah. Okay, so for sure, this is wrong. You were wrong for this, ugly wife, because you not only changed the way you look, you changed your race because you don't look Chinese over here. Like you look Chinese on the right side or on the left side. On the right side, he probably thought he was getting with like a Hispanic girl with maybe like, I don't know.
He thought.
I want to see what he looked like if he even has the right to sue. Did they show a picture of him?
There's a picture of him. Hold on.
Because I bet you he was ugly too.
He said it was fake. Bro, this was all over the news, man.
Yeah, Pete, and they are adding eyebrows. That's the other thing. That is the other thing.
I don't know what the picture is of him. I have to find it, but that was funny. When I saw that, I was in tears. Like he said, you are hit. And I cannot believe that you literally married me. Wait, hold on. So Soonie's saying all women with the fupa should simply go to the gym to get rid of it. No, I did not say all. I said women who have the ability to get rid of it, which I did. I've got 3 kids. I had a C-section. I had one. It was a matter of not eating certain ways. I would do sit-ups every night at the end of my bed. I would do squats, and I got rid of it. Because I didn't feel good about myself. I didn't even want my husband touching me. Like, don't even go near that. Now I don't care. I'm like, oh, give me a hug. But I didn't like it before. So yeah, you can absolutely change it.
It is a little weird. I don't remember if you were the one on the show with me or if I did the show by myself, but remember that guy that was like on the couch with this girl and he was like squeezing her fupa and like
was that with you? I kind of remembered that.
That was a show I think we did. That can be a little weird sometimes, especially if you're like self-conscious about it.
Yeah.
The way that particular guy was grabbing it, like he was like squeezing it like dough. I would be upset about that, but like just putting your hand there isn't a problem. But like,
yeah,
you over there like yanking on it and kneading it,
being weird. Yeah,
weird.
Weird.
I wear high-waisted leggings only on leg days at the gym 4 to 5 times per week, but I prefer for the compression when I'm doing HIIT workouts. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like when I'm running, because I have, skin and like jiggly things on me and bigger boobs, I need all the compression I can get because otherwise it's completely uncomfortable for me to run because everything's just like.
And see, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But
yeah, there
are women who don't even know what the hell HIIT workouts are and they're wearing them.
True. Some girls just wear them just to walk around the gym and look cute.
Exactly. I seen the new, the new yoga pants that got the, like, it situates the booty.
Yes.
Why the fuck are you wearing that at the gym, bro? Go work out and take your happy ass home because you're probably someone's wife.
Yeah. Have you seen those leggings that have like a seam that like goes up your butt crack? And like I've seen the girls like try them online and they like literally like yank it further up their butt crack. Like that is not comfortable. And I wear thong underwears almost, or no underwears, but like I wear thong underwears, but I wear the most comfortable ones I can possibly find that I don't even feel. But like those lacy things, that's not comfortable. That will cut into your vagine really quick.
It's not. And it feels weird because you feel like you got something in your booty.
Yeah.
Nobody's
I don't like that feeling.
Comfortable like that.
I want to
wanna stay
wear.
page with you, man.
Yeah, I want to wear underwear and not feel like I'm wearing underwear. That's the
I
goal.
don't think we're supposed to wear underwear as women unless we're on our cycles.
You know, again, my underwear has a job to do. Okay. Now I wear thong underwear,
Yeah.
but it still has a job to do. Okay. Like I'm not just wearing underwear to like, and there are times that I don't, you know, like
Yeah.
for instance, I wore a dress, a formal dress, and I didn't have to wear anything underneath it, which is great. Like it worked out. But most of the time, my underwear has a job to do.
Mhm.
You know, so
Hey, women, you're supposed to free ball. All right. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You can't keep her locked down in the dark. She got to breathe.
yeah, she does have to breathe. She does have to breathe. Like, whenever you can, like I try to like not for the most part.
Yeah.
Like if I'm not going out somewhere, I don't need to wear it. I don't. Ladies in the chat, put a 1 in the chat if you are a panty wearer, or a 2 in the chat if you're a free the kitty type girl. Wait, hold on. What does this say? If you wear the nipple bra, odds are you won't have to worry about anyone noticing the fupa, right?
Because they're gonna be looking at your
Cheryl,
titties.
they gonna be looking at your titties. You don't even have to have a great personality. There are some people that should not wear the Birdman, and you're in the gym quite a bit, so you know. You guys, okay, seamless underwear for leggings. Let me just tell you something. Victoria's Secret makes the best. I don't even know what they're called, but they're like the best thong underwears in life. My faves. And it doesn't matter like how big your ass is or how big your body is. Like they literally like fit everything, and they like fit the fupa if you want them to.
Set up for free in the.
What happened?
No, don't go out like that. Especially if you got some jiggle when you walk. I did it one time and my children they were like, "Mom, why is your butt doing that?" And I was like, pew! I went right back in my room and put on some whole drawers.
Wait, what'd they say?
My daughter, she said, "Mom, your butt's jiggling."
Oh.
Never done it again. It was funny, but it also made me feel stupid. Like, why did you think you can go out like this?
Hey,
'Cause
right.
it's comfortable.
Yeah, it is
Dang,
comfortable.
you just want to be comfortable.
Yeah, sometimes it is.
The best thing about coming home after you've been gone all day is taking off your clothes.
And your bra.
It feels great.
Yeah. Now I wear sports bras a lot of the time, so
So do I. I can't wear other bras. They're just not comfortable.
Yeah.
They're not.
Every once in a while. I have to wear obviously like if I'm wearing something a little bit more dressy or whatever, and not like normal gym wear, I have to wear like a regular bra, but I don't really like to. I wish I could go braless, to tell you the truth.
Oh man.
But
I have to tell you a story when we get offline. I can't say it on here.
About your boobs.
It was funny.
About your vagina.
I'm not telling you. I just said I'm telling you off here.
Oh, come on.
Look at you trying to get me to spill. No.
I talked about my fupa.
So did I. I had one.
Oh,
I just got rid of it.
Yeah.
I just talked about free balling. I gave enough information about myself today.
True. More than you ever would, and I appreciate that. So thanks for opening up. Oh gosh. Okay. A long shower coinciding with it and a dressing up in the night. Kimono is the best. I don't
know what you're saying.
I don't know what that was tied. He comments a lot, so that might be tied to another comment, but
okay.
Free the puppies and free the kitties. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Great,
that was a good topic. Let's move on. You want to talk about the Democratic mayors rejecting the $1.4 billion aid and asking for more money?
Let's pull it up. Dem mayors begging for Biden help for a migrant surge reject $1.4 billion in aid and want $5 billion instead. So it's the mayors of Chicago, Denver, Houston, Los Angeles, New York, all the sanctuary cities like Mo brought up. They rejected the money that was being given to them only to ask for more because they decided to invite a bunch of people to the cookout and they didn't have enough food. So they ran out. They ain't got nowhere to put these folks. New York is now the mayor of New York, Eric, what's his name? Eric Adams was asking residents to open their homes to these people. They go, what?
Yeah.
You gonna open your doors?
You know what I kind of wonder, if these cities are sanctuary cities by choice, or if the government gives them some type of incentive to be sanctuary cities. P, what website are you asking me for? The Skims website? Is that what you want, the website for the bra? P wants the website. I'll send it to you on WhatsApp.
I don't even want to imagine what you're gonna do looking at that damn website.
He's not gonna do anything. Okay, so I wonder if the cities are like given some type of incentive to be sanctuary cities, and maybe they got sold a raw deal, right? So like initially when they were all bragging about being sanctuary cities, maybe they thought they were going to get more money, and then Biden started inviting more, or the Biden administration started bringing more and more people, and they're like, hold up, this is not what we got budgeted for.
So you think it was like a kickback type of thing?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think you're off. I don't.
Possible.
I think that they thought maybe the 4 billion would work, and then they realized how many of them actually came, and they realized there's nothing in the pot for them. Right?
Yeah. They got sold a raw deal. That's what I think.
I mean, look what their response is. While we are greatly appreciative for the additional federal funding proposed, our city budgets and local taxpayers continue to bear the brunt of this ongoing federal crisis.
Yep.
The letter says cities have historically absorbed and integrated new migrants with success. So I'm going to have to say Mo is right.
Maybe. Because how else would they have the nerve to come back and be like, no, we want more?
That's true. The fact that they can even do that is, you know what I'm going to say? This is what I'm going to say. If we can give 14.3 trillion to Israel, then maybe it's not far-fetched for them to come and ask for 5 billion to deal with because they're not fixing the border.
Right. I was just about to say, it's wide open for everybody who wants to ask to be cut off a little bit of change at this point, because they're looking at our government and they're like, oh, damn, they're giving billions away with a B. Shoot,
billions.
I think, did they owe me some money? Like, you know what I mean? You're going to start going through, like, like your friend comes into a little bit of money and you try to think about, well, damn, like I loaned him $300 one time. Like, and I never asked for a bag, but now that you've given money away, now that you've given it away, how about you break me off? Yeah.
That's crazy. Shout out to Oscar. He's on Right Side Media, Right Side Broadcasting. It's my buddy, bro. I love him. We used to do shows together all the time, but he is actually covering this, and he's been covering it for a number of years. If you guys want information on that, because the border is important. That's really a subject that I think all of us are just burnt out on discussing. So it's kind of just been like, whatever.
Yeah.
I remember crying looking at all these, kids coming over. People were dying in the Rio Grande. It was sad at one point. It still is. But we also have to recognize that our government welcomed these people with open arms. Our president and vice president told them to come before they even hit office, only to tell these people to turn around.
Yeah.
Congress sucks. They really do.
Yeah, they do. Hey, speaking of the border, why don't you talk about your Congo story? Because that has to do with it.
Okay.
That has to do with the
border.
border.
I was talking to a few people, and they were like, Soonie, I've noticed an influx of Africans that speak not a lick of English entering the country all over the place, and they're being housed in brand new apartment complexes on the side of the road. They're just all over the place. So I had already been talking about this Congo issue, the cobalt mining, how corporations are over there killing those people, having them work for slave wages while they're dying. Kids are dying because they're going down there and mining. And I said, what if the people that are coming over here are victims of what they're doing over there? Now, Mo thinks that it's conspiracy land.
Dave
But
says
I
it's the new
don't.
slave trade.
It's not conspiracy. We see it here where we watch our government fly migrants all over the place, all over the US. So much
Yeah.
so that DeSantis was sending them to Nancy Pelosi's house, Kamala's house. Like they were shipping these people all over the place.
Yeah.
So I was talking to her about this potentially being an up and coming issue in the country where we're going to see far more Africans entering the country because of what our country is doing over there. I did
Yeah.
agree with Dave's assessment of sleeper cells being placed in the country due to the UN and a hostile takeover because they understand our military won't turn on its own people. He had an awesome take. But I don't think you're just starting to see Africans from the Congo appear out of nowhere for no reason. I don't. I have to find that video. There's a video of this. He speaks no English, and the guy's asking him, like, bro, where did you come from? And he's showing him a plane ticket. He's like, you just got in from the airport? Where you come from? Who brought you here?
So this is interesting because I'm like looking this up while we're talking about it because, I didn't know anything about this Cobalt issue. But remember how Dave was comparing it to the modern days, basically modern day slavery. It says how modern day slavery in the Congo powers the rechargeable battery economy, which is the Cobalt, right? That's what they use.
Yes, that's what they use.
Yeah. So here we go. So smartphones, computers, electric vehicles, all things that we are pushing people to get.
Yep.
Maybe emblems of the modern world, but say Siddharth Kara, their rechargeable batteries are frequently powered by cobalt mined by workers laboring in slave-like conditions in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Anyways, he says that although the DRC has more cobalt reserves than the rest of the planet combined, there's no such thing as a clean supply chain of cobalt from the country. In his new book, Cobalt Red, he wrote that it is being extracted by so-called artisanal miners, freelance workers who do extremely dangerous labor for the equivalent of just a few dollars a day.
Yes.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. They're killing those people over there. And now they're popping up in the United States of America. I would not be shocked if we made a deal. You want to keep mining here? Exactly.
Exchange humans.
We'll stop the information because we know this happens. They cease information on a lot of these topics. It's very hard to find information because we've struck a deal to keep mining over there. Corporations don't care about humanity. They don't. They care about the bottom dollar and making their money. And I'm going to say something and people are going to feel a certain type of way, but I don't care. Y'all are paying attention to all these European looking motherfuckers over there getting killed, but y'all don't give a shit about what our country is actively doing to African countries. We bombed the crap out of Somalia. We've done it nonstop this year alone. We're raping and pillaging their people, not in a literal sense, but they're dying for a few fucking dollars so that you can have a cell phone. Get out of here.
And I highlighted this section. We shouldn't be transitioning to the use of electric vehicles at the cost of people and environment of one of the most downtrodden and impoverished corners of the world. This is an important thing, right? Because you have states like California that are pushing this electric vehicle initiative. Even people we know, like Pastor Brian, who's bragging about his new Tesla. Okay. He's always the one in somebody's comments talking about Black people are suffering, Black people this, Black people that. You putting your own people in a bad position so that you can flex on the gram with your brand new Tesla.
Yep.
Do you know? Look at this. The people that are dying to bring you the batteries for that Tesla.
It's sad. I actually sent you a documentary about a month ago. We send each other stuff all the time. I'm gonna send it to you again.
Yeah, now I'm interested. I take it back.
I was like, this is horrible.
Okay, I take it all back. What I said to you earlier, I just didn't understand. I take it back. This is not conspiracy. I didn't know. See,
it's bad, man.
I didn't know. We don't think about those things, right? Like when we see a Tesla, we're like, oh, that's cool. Like that's a cool car. We don't think about where all the things inside come from. Just like when you wear Nikes, you don't think about the little slave kids working in the factory to put your Nikes together.
This is why Africa is so important, because it's rich in minerals. It's rich in all these things that we trade, all these things that we use. This is why you don't ever see none of the stuff going on in Africa on TV, because they would really show how disgusting and diabolical they are. And when I say they, I'm talking about the governments. I'm talking about the corporations having attachments to the governments because of lobbying. They don't care. So all this talk of this war over there, I had to check myself. Bro, this is business as usual for them. They blow each other to bits every 2 to 4 years. We send them money every 2 to 4 years, money that they won't see for years after this war ends. Somebody told me they didn't even know that. Sorry.
Watch it.
Watch it. Cut this part out.
Yeah.
Years. This country won't see that money for years after this conflict is over. Listen to me. Go look at how these budgets work and go see how this money is distributed and how much time passes before they even receive the money. That's a boatload of money. You think we're just hitting send on Cash App and bloop? You got it over there? No. It's not how it works, bro.
Yeah.
No.
And I mean, to put it even further, and I'm sure people are going to be like, oh God, well, you know, here we are again using Africans. Okay, let's put it in perspective. Africans are allowing this to happen. Okay, their own people are putting their own people in these situations, probably because their government is getting broken off and they're not giving their people the money that they're getting.
Exactly. Because they don't have a constitution. They don't have checks and balances over there. And our country understands that, and they go exploit these places. That's why they sell democracy everywhere.
Yep.
Clinton Global Initiative. That is her sole purpose. She sells democracy to other countries that are third world countries, and they have no other options. Look at what she did to Haiti.
Yes, that's right. I don't know. A very interesting topic, Soonie. Thanks for bringing that to the table, because I didn't know. You schooled me on something today.
She's like, she busted out laughing at me.
I know. I was like, were you drinking? Because it was just so random. Like, it was such a random thing. Because, you know, I know Soonie's been tied up in talking about this stuff in the Middle East. So I was just like, where did this pop up on your radar? But really, it does fall in line with the border stuff. It falls in line with the money that we give other countries. So it is all actually tied together, for sure.
I only really started focusing on it again because I read the data coming out of the UN for children being harmed. And the DR Congo is one of the main verified incidents reports. They're one of the main people up there. They're trafficking children. Parents are selling their kids out there for a little bit of money because they're so poor. They're handing them over to these minors, and they're ultimately dying. This is being reported. The UN is where the news gets its data from. It's either the CDC or the UN. There's no other entity reporting this.
Did you hear about this on C-SPAN? Because I know you watch C-SPAN.
No, this is me trying to I was reading a Jerusalem's Times article, and they had put something in there that I wanted to fact check, and I kind of just fell upon it, and I was like, oh, I just watched a documentary on this, and then I brought it up to you because Red Pill is talking to me about all the Africans that are starting to appear where she lives, and I'm just like, are y'all breaking these people here because of what you're doing over there?
She lives in what, Northern California?
Yeah.
P, are you noticing? P's in Northern California. P, you noticing any Africans? See, I told Soonie I don't notice it because there's a large African population in Dallas. So
you did say that. It might not appear odd. I'm gonna find this video of this
now if they're not speaking English though, because all the Africans that are here speak perfect English. I mean, they have accents and whatnot, but they speak perfect English. Okay, next one. Megyn Kelly challenges Alicia Keys about her jacket.
I thought it was stupid. I don't know why she cares.
What was it about? Okay, because we have to be careful with this because she's talking about the paragliders that
Yes.
paraglided into the music festival.
Yes.
So I was a little confused.
Apparently she was wearing the same colors that
As
those
the
people were
paragliders?
wearing when they paraglided in. And Megyn Kelly was like, "You knew what you were doing. You these celebrities. Why couldn't you wear red, white, and blue?" Because she chose to wear the color she wore. And what is it? Why do they keep attaching the paragliders to the innocent people? Why does the right have such a hard time compartmentalizing information?
Well, not just that. She didn't say red, white, and blue, did she? She said, "Can you wear a blue and white jacket for the other country?"
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
I didn't hear her say that.
Yeah.
You
Wait,
just schooled me on something.
let me
I
pull it
thought
up.
she said
'Cause-
red, white, and blue.
hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up. Here it is. Hold on.
See, look, by the way, African migrants crossing US Mexico borders. They're coming into this country. How are they getting here?
I know there was a video.
I thought I sent you the video. I didn't? Because it was on TikTok. I found it on TikTok.
This is how this is how it all came across. Like tons of stuff.
Oh, here. I have it. I have it. Want me to play it?
Okay. Yeah.
Got you.
Who the hell wears Palestinian colors all over them and post about wanting to paraglide within days of the Hamas terror attack using paragliders and says, "Oh, gee, I didn't mean anything by it." Bullshit. Everyone's letting her get away with it because she once did a concert in Israel. Well, I mean, if we're going to go down to facts like that, she's married to an Egyptian man, to a Muslim man. She has a son named Egypt. You could make the argument either way if you're just going to go with her random appearances or associations. I'm going by what she posted.
How do you? So what? Her son's name is Egypt. So what? Her husband is Muslim. So what? What does that mean? Why do y'all care what this girl wears? She can't stop the conflict if she wanted to. So if she wore white and blue, what is that doing besides it's performative, bro? It makes you feel good. It's all performative.
You got to really be struggling for content to make this actually. I mean, we're just talking about it because it's ridiculous, but for Megyn Kelly, who has a huge platform, this is what you talk about.
This is what you talk about.
And see, and I'm going to be real careful talking about this, but this is what should make you suspect about how social media is guarding this issue, is gatekeeping this issue on how people talk about it. Because this and we should, I don't mean to keep stopping, but we shouldn't even buy what Megyn Kelly says about shit. Because Megyn Kelly backtracked on the vaccine. Remember, she was telling everybody about the vaccine at one point, and she was saying it's terrible, terrible, terrible. Then she went and got one. Then there was something else that she backtracked on. Like, why are we even listening to her? We don't care about your opinion because you're probably gonna have to turn around and eat crow on this as well. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are, unfortunately. But are you surprised anymore? I'm not surprised anymore.
No, not when
I'm
it comes
glad.
to this.
I'm so happy people do this because it just shows how easy it is to emotionally manipulate people. Let me play with your emotions some more because it's almost holiday times where everyone's going to be cooking. I was having a conversation with my IG auntie and she was giving me some subjects and she mentioned something about we were talking about cooking. I don't know how we got on the subject. But she said, "Did you know that vanilla comes from beaver butt?" I was like, excuse me, ma'am. I was literally about to come home
Beaver butt.
and put some vanilla flavoring in my pancake because I wanted something sweet. Put some vanilla flavoring in my pancakes and butter syrup. Tastes good, by the way. Cheat code. Use it. And she just completely ruined my meal. I had no clue that this is what people did. It says just in time for holiday cookie season, we've discovered that the vanilla flavoring in your baked goods and candy could come from the anal secretions of beavers.
Yikes.
Beaver butts secrete a goo called castrum, which the animals use to mark their territory. Okay. The FDA lists castrum as a generally safe, regarded as safe. Okay. They say it's safe. It's from somebody's anal glands, an animal.
Ew.
An animal, an additive, and manufacturers have been using it extensively in perfumes. You've been putting booty goo on your perfumes,
Vanilla
and
flavored.
foods for at least 80 years, according to a 2007 study in the International Journal of Toxicology. I did look into it. It is very much so real. Fact check me on it. I don't really care. Vanilla's good. Sorry.
Okay, so you can't use the vanilla flavoring, but if you want to actually get vanilla bean and scrape that out, because you need very little, when
Yeah.
you're using from the actual vanilla bean, which I have
Yes.
used before, and it's very, very good that way. Then you can have vanilla. So it's actually the flavoring.
Yes.
Man, the animal rights people have to be like doing back, flips, like just they have to be like doubled over disgusted because just the image of them extracting this fluid from the anal glands has got to be a terrible process.
And they milk this from the beaver ass. I just want y'all to know.
You said they milk it.
They do. They do.
You should tell Bryson this fact. I bet you Bryson has a lot of vanilla flavored things.
I'm gonna tell Shekinah. After he eats the vanilla in the cookie, tell him it came from an anal secretion.
Dude,
Tell him-
Shekinah's gonna be like, child, I'm not telling her anything because he's already picky enough, and then she won't be able to make. Shekinah's not gonna say
Tell
anything.
him it got beaver booty goo in it.
Booty goo. Gay. Bryson
I
eats
was
booty
like,
goo.
whoa, why did you tell me this? That is
Yeah.
so wrong.
Yeah.
So
That is-
FYI, all the people who use vanilla for their sweet potato pies, for them yams, understand what
Chocolate
you're
chip
putting in your
cookies,
food.
cakes. Just use the actual vanilla bean. You be all right.
Just use it. I don't know where you're gonna get it from. I don't know where you get vanilla bean from. But
But all you scrippers, all you girls rocking Victoria's Secret vanilla scented spray, vanilla scented perfume, your plugins, your candles, everything with vanilla flavoring or scent has booty goo in it. Soonie, we got to check our candles.
I will continue buying lavender vanilla. I'm sorry. Lavender vanilla smells good.
I actually heard that these candles are extremely dangerous to burn in your
Why?
house because of the chemicals that are released.
What?
Nothing. Listen, let me just tell you something right now. Okay. Especially after we talked about the Kardashians and all this other stuff.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you how it's going to go. I'm going to burn what I want. I'm going to eat what I want. Okay. And this is why. A couple of the Kardashian girls are vegan. Okay. They have all the money in the world to get lip injections, booties, boobs, snatched stomachs, perfect skin. And they all are either single or have been cheated on or divorced multiple times. I'm going to eat what I want. I'm going to look how I want to look. And ain't nobody going to tell me different. I'm going to burn the stuff I want to burn. Because here's the thing. This is killing me. This is killing me. These cough drops got red in them. They're probably killing me. I just ate some salmon that was probably raised in water full of shit. That's probably killing me. You know what I mean?
I feel you. Sometimes I
Like
get
I
that way
said.
too. Like, doesn't really matter unless we're gonna like
Get rid of
produce
everything.
farms for us to be able to see exactly what these animals are eating, you probably already eating bugs and shit. Especially
Yeah.
if you're vegan, you're eating veggie meat. How you know they ain't crushed bugs in there?
Yeah.
Crickets. You don't know
Yeah,
what's in there.
and here's the thing with these types of people, free toxin free produce. Okay. Again, unless you're going to like detoxify every single thing in your life, and I'm in my 40s, okay? It's too late. It's too late for me. So I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing. And when the good Lord wants to take me out, he could take me out. Because this is the thing, okay? Gluten-free food tastes like shit. The
It does
healthier
taste like shit.
the healthier the food is marketed to me in the cardboard box that it comes in, the shittier it tastes. Give me all the fat, give me all the vanilla flavoring. Okay? Give me all the natural sugar. Give it to me. Carbs, whatever you got. I'm down for it.
You're down?
It's too late. It's too late. It's too late. I've already done enough. The damage is done.
You really think it's too late?
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
You think you can reverse?
I think you can reverse it. I think it would be expensive.
Yeah.
For sure. But
I like food. See, this is the problem. I live for food.
Mm-hmm.
I live for food. So vegetable soup. See?
I mean, if you get vegetable soup and you put Ritz crackers in it, then yeah, it's good. Why are you looking like that?
No. I'm sorry. I like food too much. I like food too much. This is my
What if you can make it taste really good though, Mo?
I was vegan before and I did make it taste really good. I was an excellent listen, I could sell veganism to somebody who did not like vegetables. My vegan food was so good. I'm not saying it wasn't good, but at this point, like the fact that I was vegan was not because I was doing it for the animals. It was just because I wanted to try to eat different and see how I felt. And I felt great.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to switch up my food unless I'm going to give this up, which I'm not. You know,
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, unless I'm going to get rid of everything, I mean, sure, you can reduce your footprint, your toxic footprint, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, dude, but I like good food. I like to eat. Give me some biscuits and gravy. Give me a chocolate cake. Give me some pancakes with vanilla flavoring in it. Give it to me. Give me all the food.
I'm right there with you. I have like the ultimate, you know, what do you call it? Just like accountability, dude. I'm married to that. So the second I try to cheat, he'll be like, but I thought you wasn't doing that no more. I'll be like,
would you call him the 7-day Adventist man is the best man to marry?
Yeah.
You're still not selling him to me.
It's moral. Listen, it's accountability.
Baby, give me a lukewarm Christian, honey. Give me a lukewarm Christian.
Why? God gonna spit him out. He said,
I love him though. I love him.
No, let me switch up. He gonna be like, say, cuz, what you doing? Wait a minute. Can't do it. Can't do it. It's very common. You talking a whole lot, Danny. You talking a whole lot.
Man, Danny, just write one long comment. Actually, I do I'm not gonna say that. I appreciate that Danny keeps the comment section alive because it does help us. So I take it all back. Okay, so while we're on the topic of food, let's talk about McDonald's and Chipotle raising the price of their Big Macs or of their food in general to accommodate
for the $20 an hour that they will be giving their citizens now. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought I had it pulled up, but I guess I don't. Fast food. Damn. I screwed up my keyboard. It's all jacked up. Yeah. I'll fix it though. I messed it up. So McDonald's and Chipotle are increasing their pay to $20 an hour as minimum wage. Under California's currently passed minimum wage bill, most of the state's 500,000 fast food workers will be paid at least $20 an hour starting in 2024. McDonald's has yet to decide how much their prices will increase, according to the CEO. Meanwhile, Chipotle expects prices to raise mid to high single digits percentages in California. So, you know them fake ass burritos that you be buying out there? Yeah, they're gonna cost an arm and a leg. All I think this is gonna do is shut these businesses down. I don't think they will exist anymore because they won't be able to afford to stay open. They just won't. Fast food prices expected to increase. Again, Chipotle has raised its prices 4 times within the last 2 years. A 3% increase took place in October. While inflation is finally moving in a better direction, consumer prices this month still rose overall by 3.7% earlier from years after hitting a 40-year high of a 9.1 increase in 2022 of June. So, much like this whole going green thing is a grift because they're killing people out in the Congo to make it happen for you here in the States. Them increasing minimum wage will, number one, force these businesses to leave. McDonald's is just going to go automation, 1,000%. And Chipotle will only exist in rich areas that can pay for it unless they just completely go out of business. It was already expensive to go there. I can't imagine buying a mid burrito from there now or a rice bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Now I can. You sounded like you were in a tunnel for a second.
Oh, social media is very interesting because on TikTok, you know, like how I don't really follow, but like because I like to watch food eating videos, it shows me people, these like mukbangers all the time. And dude, all I see them eating is these Chipotle bowls. Like there's like this Chipotle bowl trending, and then like also like Big Macs, people eating Big Macs and chicken nuggets with like extra mac sauce and all this other stuff. So like social media has been influencing me. And the other day I was like, oh dude, Chipotle sounds so good. But I'm not like a person that spends money like, you know, recklessly. So I looked in my freezer and I had like a New York strip steak, and then I had like 1 ear of corn. I had some rice that I could make. I had some like limes. I had sour cream. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make my own Chipotle bowl. I just made my own Chipotle bowl, and it was really good.
I bet it was better too.
Bomb. I made my own corn salsa. It was bomb. Even made my own chips. Okay, because I had like a tiny stack of like corn tortillas that I just like cut and I like fried them up, and I made like the lime chips. It was delicious.
That sounds really good. I would come to your restaurant over Chipotle any day.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. So y'all, and I even, speaking of vegan, I used to make the best vegan Big Mac, and it tasted just like McDonald's. It was so good.
See, that's not appealing to me because I don't like I don't like burgers.
I do. Well, this wasn't a burger because it was vegan.
Oh, you're right. But you said Big Mac, so that means there's cheese and all that mayo sauce on it, right?
Yeah, but it's vegan. It's not real cheese, not real sauce.
It tastes like cheese to me. I've had it. I know what cheese you're talking about. It tastes like cheese.
It does. It does taste like cheese.
I tried it.
Yeah.
It was like, ugh, this is horrible. But here's the actual bill if you guys want to go read it. Assembly Bill 1228. This bill would prohibit any city, county, or city and county from enacting or enforcing any ordinance or regulation applicable to fast food restaurant employees that sets the amount of wages or salary for fast food restaurant employees, except as provided. So they're completely taking these businesses' power away from them. They're not even allowed to pay what they want, except as provided. By imposing an additional requirement on local agencies, the bill would impose a state-mandated local program. Existing law establishes the Department of Industrial Relations, the Division of Labor Standard Enforcement, under the direction of the Labor Commissioner. Existing laws authorize the Labor Commissioner to investigate employees' complaints and to provide a hearing in any action to recover wages, penalties, and any other demands for compensation. This bill would require the labor commissioner to enforce compliance with the minimum fast food restaurant employee standards and any other standards
Wow.
promulgated pursuant to the bill's provisions, and would set forth procedures for enforcing the standards. So even if they don't want to raise their wages, they don't have a choice. I was talking to Red Pill. I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
these places are either going to leave the state of California or
Mhm.
they're going fully automated.
Aren't McDonald's and Chipotle's franchises as well? Like, don't they have? Because I know
Yes.
like Chad Ochocinco owns some McDonald's.
They're everywhere. Everywhere.
Why would you want to be a franchisee with that type of shit? That's crazy. You're
In
gonna
the
have
state
like
of
no
California
power
at that.
in the state of yeah, but that's again what happens in California. Get ready,
Happens
rest of
elsewhere.
the world. Yeah,
I read the bill and I was like, wow. Who would want to continue to live there? Like, what business would want to continue to be there?
yeah,
Having all these regulations. That's why I argue with people when they say we are purely a capitalist nation. No, we're not. We're a mixed economy because we have regulation. If we
Yeah.
did not have regulation, then sure, we would have the ability to compete. But there are monopolies and there's regulations, so
Mhm.
much so that the average Joe, the middle class guy, how often do you see the middle class guy creating an entire empire?
yeah,
Those are like American dream stories.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen that often.
yeah. That's crazy. You know, the draw in California, because I used to live there, is it's just beautiful. It's beautiful. I mean, depending on where you live, because not everything is
Yeah.
beautiful anymore, but it's a beautiful state. It's got beautiful ocean, mountains, desert, all within, depending on where you live, within driving distance of a few hours or less. And that is really the appeal. And like, because P, he lives in California. I tell him all the time, like, how do you stay there?
Oh, I didn't know that. Jeez.
He lives in Northern California.
My
And I'm
dad's there. I'd be wondering too.
exactly like, I'm like, how do you stay there? But he just loves the state. And I get it. I get it. I get the appeal. But it's gonna become
You won't catch me there.
it's just gonna get to a point where people just aren't going to be able to afford to live.
Yeah.
You know,
What do you think California would look like in 20 years?
I think it's gonna be destroyed if it keeps on the same path. It's gonna be a wasteland.
Mm.
Yeah. I think areas like Northern California, like in the areas like where P lives, are still beautiful, untouched land. You won't see
Mhm.
it so much like in Southern California. Almost everything is built upon. But and even I think like where Red Pill lives, it's just there's parts that are just like beautiful land, open. I think with the amount of migrants that they're letting in, that's going to change. They're going to have to build on every inch that is
Mm.
left.
Man, welp.
Till you
We'll
won't
see
be
what
able to see
happens.
your $2 million ocean view that you paid to see. It'll be covered up
Buy a building.
by a building. Yeah.
If you own a McDonald's, get out of California, or you're going to be forced to pay your employees $20 an hour. You don't have a choice. They can
Yeah.
come and sue you for they can come against you for compensation. McDonald's workers, bro. Listen to this. Someone who works at McDonald's. McDonald's used to be a starter job. High school
Mhm.
students used to go to McDonald's, Taco
Yep.
Bell. I worked at Captain D's when I was a junior and a senior in high school. I made $7.25 an hour.
Captain D's.
Captain D's. It was a southern seafood restaurant.
Mm. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just thinking. I couldn't imagine if all of us was in there making $20 an hour.
Can you imagine? We'd never leave. You know how long it took me to make $20 an hour when I was a kid?
Probably
was
the same
like-
amount of, it probably took you longer. Never mind.
I thought I was rich. Okay. When I reached, I was like, I've hit the big time. Okay.
Right? Them $200 checks when you like 18.
Right. Exactly. I
had to
thought
pay my
would-
mother
you could-
rent, bro.
You could tell me nothing when I got that $200 check. I was like, everybody's eating on me today. That's what I was like.
Cost of living was way different back then, by the way. But
Yep.
I had to pay my mother $20 in rent. Don't understand why.
It's just the principle. It was just the principle, I'm sure.
Shit. Then it failed. It failed. Because she sure enough took my credit and ran that shit through the mud. So if you wanted to teach me how to pay bills, you fucked me up.
You were probably paying. Did your mom smoke? Your mom smoked, didn't she?
Mm-mm.
Or no?
My
Oh,
mom
okay, I was
doesn't
about to
like
say.
cigarettes or alcohol.
I was about to say you were probably paying for her cigs or whatever. I don't know, $20. She's probably like, I'm gonna make her pay for my cigs.
I was paying for gas. Probably for her to go get some. She used to always go to Taco Bell and get a Mexican pizza. Or she would get a 12-pack of Pepsi. So that's
Ooh.
probably what I was paying for.
Mexican pizza. Yum.
I had one of those and I was like, bro, this is disgusting. Every time I have Taco Bell, I regret it. Every time. It's good to a certain extent, and it's not
When
good
you're
no more.
drunk, it's good.
I've never had it like that. I
Yeah.
usually get rice
They be hitting
and some sort of
sometimes.
chicken. You know what's good from there though? The crispy chicken taco
I haven't had that.
with the chipotle sauce. It's good.
I used to eat their bean
Gotta try
burritos
it.
all the time.
You remember when they had the Cantina bowl?
Yeah.
Why don't they
That
make
was
that
fun.
anymore?
I don't know. But remember, they even did away with like the Mexican pizza for a while, and then they just brought that back.
They brought it back. I like
Mhm.
that cilantro sauce, bro. That stuff was so good.
Yeah. Dude, okay, so speaking of food, I was gonna ask you if you heard about this, and I've never
What?
been to Atlanta, so I don't know like what the
Oh, old
restaurant
lady
scene is.
gang?
Yeah, did you so did you see that this TikToker, Keith Lee,
Yeah.
they're now calling it the Keith Lee effect. So he went to
Yes.
go review. He's a TikToker that has 14 million followers, and he goes around and tries food. And he went to Candy Burris's restaurant, Old Lady Gang, and just slammed them to death. Okay. On TikTok, saying that he received horrible service, the food wasn't even that great, all this other stuff. But he also started to go into how there is a charge for everything in Atlanta, apparently. Like you go to a restaurant, they charge extra for butter, they charge extra for just things like water, like that normal places just give you like as a standard, item or whatever. They don't allow you to call ahead and order food. You have to like be at the restaurant.
Yep.
So, anyways, out of that came all these people out of the woodwork on TikTok going, "Ooh, I'm so glad he came out and said something because I'm about to back up everything he said." And yeah, Atlanta restaurant scene is trash. Even Cardi B came out.
Did you see Candy come out and speak on it? You see
I
her
have
response?
the video. I have the
I'm
video.
like,
She was
girl,
fake as hell.
she was
Fake as hell.
fake. Y'all didn't want to serve him until you found out it was Keith Lee. Like, address
Yes.
that. She didn't even address that in her response.
Yeah.
She just talked about how, well, we don't do delivery on weekends because we're just so busy. We got a bunch of people coming to eat at the restaurant. We don't want to overwork our workers.
Yeah.
Talk about how how long was it? In an hour?
Yeah.
The original wait time?
It was something like that. So like the way he does it so that he can get like an honest perception of the place is he'll send his family into the place to either get the food or ask to be seated in the restaurant so that they can experience that part of it. But he doesn't want to go in because otherwise if they know it's him, then they're going to act, totally different. So his family went in and they were like, yeah, it's going to be like over an hour wait. And so they were like, okay, never mind. And then he walks back in with his family and they're like, oh, we'll have a table ready for you right away. And he was like, you weren't about to seat my family.
Exactly.
She didn't even address that.
She didn't.
She skated right over that.
She knew what she was doing when she came out with. I don't like Candy Burris. I think she is one of the most mediocre. She writes a decent song, but she's a horrible singer, bro. She's only known for being a reality TV star because before then, I had never heard of Candy Burris.
No, now come on. The
I'm
girl
talking
group
about my generation.
No, dude. When she was in
Escape
Escape
wasn't popping when I was coming up, bro.
Come on, dude. What I need from you. Come on.
I definitely didn't listen to that. I still don't like that song. I can't stand her voice. Listen to the song Rise Above and then get back to me.
First of all, I like the songs. Okay, we ain't gonna talk about the music.
You like Rise Above from Candy Burris?
I haven't heard that one.
Okay, can you listen to it live? You ain't got to show it.
I don't listen to her solo stuff. I'm talking about her old school stuff with Escape. That's it.
She's a horrible freaking singer, bro. I can't stand Candy. I can't.
Oh,
Her and
but
her husband are nasty. They're fucking disgusting. They're disgusting.
Yeah,
I just
they really
watched
are.
a movie her and her husband produced.
I
and
saw
it. Was
it.
effing disgusting. The whole
About
pass.
Yes, with the girl who
Bro.
was like she had like a lesbian relationship, and it was the other girl from the Housewives.
She raped that woman. She drugged. She Mickey'd her drink.
Yep, I saw that, dude. They covered it on Housewives of Atlanta because old girl who played like the lead role, her
Drew
husband
Sidora.
left her. Yeah, Drew, her husband left her.
Bruh. I just watched that movie this week, and I didn't watch all of it.
Yeah, I started watching. I was like, "This is it was like the quality of like the of that movie that we watched about what's her name? They got kidnapped on the side of the road.
Carly Wilson.
Yeah, it was like Carly Wilson.
It was not that best.
It was cheesy as hell.
It was not that. That movie was horrible.
And you know all the rumors about her and her husband being swingers because like T.I.'s
Having
wife
sex dungeons.
Yeah, like T.I.
Traffic
Tiny.
people.
Yes.
I just don't like Candy. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little biased. So I'm sorry.
Yeah. I agree.
She grosses me out.
I agree.
Candy
I'm glad we
coated
brought
nights. All I'm like, you know what we should do? We should watch The Housewives and then just do reviews on it. Why not?
First of all, I already do that. I watch all
Oh.
of them. Okay.
Well, then I need to catch up with you then.
Oh, Soonie, you got years of homework to do, girl. I've been watching.
No, why I
Housewives
gotta do?
since the
How come I can't
inception.
just start right here and you can fill me in on the rest?
No, you know what you need to watch is The Housewives of Atlanta.
I can watch that.
Yeah,
I grew up watching that. My mother used to watch that. I
that's-
remember when Kim Zolciak and all them people were on there. I remember.
That is my favorite one. The Atlanta
Is that on
Housewives.
right now? Isn't that back on?
No. I don't think it's on. Wait, is it? I don't think it's back on. No, it's not back on right now. I could be
I thought
wrong.
that happens every winter because I call it ratchet season. When
I think
everybody's in
it's-
the house, that's when all the ratchet shit is on TV.
Yeah, I think it's coming back. It is coming back shortly. But right now, the Housewives of New York just ended, which that was a whole new bunch of housewives. That was one of my favorites, the Housewives of New York. I'm watching
watch-
Basketball Wives.
Have you seen Potomac? The Real Housewives of Potomac?
You know, I watched the first season of that and it didn't grab me. It wasn't ratchet enough. You know what I mean? Like,
They're like these bougie, stuck up ass black women.
yeah,
I know what you mean.
And it wasn't even that because like some of them were just it's okay, don't get me wrong, it's not that I watch it for ratchetness, but I just feel like it wasn't authentically crazy like I expect it to be.
Okay.
Atlanta, they keep it so real. Like Atlanta's my favorite because they hold nothing back. Okay, these girls are
You know who I
crazy.
think they should bring back?
Who?
Nene Leakes. She made that show
1000%.
entertaining. Her and
1000%.
Her, Phaedra, Portia, Cynthia, they all need to come back.
Phaedra, I
He's funny.
loved, dude. When it was Phaedra, Dwight, the gay guy, Dwight.
I couldn't stand him, but yeah.
But still, he brought the best drama. And Nene
you
was
remember
my
he wore
ultimate
that
favorite.
nasty ass outfit?
Which one? Because he was always
Where
wearing
it
something
was
terrible.
like the revealing. It was like he had chaps on. That outfit. It looked like spandex. Holding his, let me stop.
Dude, Dwight be doing the most though.
Dwight. No,
Dwight
we
does
should
the
do
most.
it. Why not? We should do it.
Yeah.
And then we should react to clips. Because we could do clips on here, right?
Probably. We'd have to like break them up before the show. It could be done.
Okay, can we do this? Can we plan for this? You have to watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta for Suki and Suki only because her storyline was the most interesting one.
Okay.
And I think you're going to scream at the TV just like I did. And we should do a reaction.
When did Suki join Love and Hip Hop?
Like 2 years ago.
Okay, so that's how many seasons? Like 3 seasons, 4 seasons?
I don't know. I don't know how many seasons they have. I'm gonna be honest with you. I
Okay.
don't really know.
Because I used to watch Love and Hip Hop, but I watched it back when Cardi B was on there.
Yeah, so did I. It was entertaining when she was on there. She's
And
funny.
the Puerto Rican princess, what's her name?
And when dusty ass, dirty feet, Peter Guns.
Yeah, dude. See?
Dirty feet.
See? Dirty Foot. Dude, I love that show.
I'll watch it with you. I'll watch it
We
with
need to
you
watch
because
it
it's
together.
so.
We need to watch it like on the phone
How do we
together and
do
like be like,
that?
okay, we're gonna play. So
Well, we
like
could just come in
you
here and
started,
watch it. We
but
can,
I
because I
don't.
can stream it like this.
Okay.
We can be down here and the show can be up there.
Well, we can't do that on the show live, but I'm saying we can come in here together to watch it because I want to watch a show with you so we could, you know what I mean? So we could vibe off of
You
each
just want
other.
to see my reaction.
You
Look,
want to see my
as
reaction.
soon as it's getting boring, I'm gonna hit one of these right here. I do this with everything. I pull my phone out and I start either reading something or looking.
Whatever, but I'm gonna keep
Can't
you
help it.
engaged. I'm gonna keep you engaged.
I'm actually looking forward to this.
Okay. Then it's a date. Then we'll just start watching it and we'll
I'm
watch
down.
something. Well, let's start with Atlanta. When Atlanta starts up again, we'll start with that.
Cool. I'm down.
Okay.
They always put current events in there, by the way, guys. This is how they keep the population in check. They
Mhm.
put your favorite celebrities and they attach them to a lot of they did this with Atlanta Housewives back when George Floyd and all that was happening, Breonna Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Yeah.
it was horrendous.
COVID was
All of
another
that
huge
was
one.
in there. It was horrible.
Yeah.
So yeah. Good idea.
Dude, I was watching Teen Mom, okay, the other day, just because I had caught up on all my shows and I was watching some Teen Mom thing. And they were the black girl on there. She was like at some
There's a black
retreat.
girl on Teen Mom?
Yeah, but this is like all the OG teen moms that now all their kids are like teenagers. So now all the moms are like friends or whatever and they hang out. So anyways, they were at a retreat and like a camp or something like that. And they went to Tennessee and she had never, because one of the girls lives in Tennessee, but this girl had never been to Tennessee. And she saw her first Confederate flag.
Oh my God.
She broke down and she was like calling her dad and she was just like, nobody in this group knows what it's like to be black. And she's like, I feel so unsafe. And these guys weren't doing anything. They just like drove by. Like nobody said anything to her or anything. They just like drove by, but they had a Confederate and she felt triggered. Now, she was triggered because this is the funny part. She was triggered and the girls were like telling her to calm down, but she was triggered because her and her boyfriend were robbed at gunpoint, not by people with Confederate flags, but people with their own skin color. And her little baby girl was almost shot. Okay.
Wow.
But she was crying about the Confederate flag. And
Wow.
I'm like, you live in LA and you got held at gunpoint and your car got shot up 18 bullets.
But you want to talk about Confederate flags scaring you.
Yeah. So they
I
do.
don't
They
know.
work all those race things in there. All the
Man.
time. Yeah.
Oh,
Whew.
Lord.
Man, we had a long show. Did we miss
We did.
anything?
No, we actually we have one more funny thing to react to.
Okay.
It's about Mike Johnson, y'all. I'm sorry for all the people who like him. I'm gonna make fun of him and his wife because they make Christians look batshit crazy.
Mm.
To me, this falls in line with what's her name? Paula, she's the preacher who's a white woman. What's her name?
Paula.
She was a Trump's spiritual advisor, which should have been a red flag for everybody when he came out.
Lord.
And said that.
Oh,
You know what I'm
Lord.
talking about? Paula.
I
Is it
know.
Paula White?
I don't know. Paula White. Yep.
Paula White. That's what this reminded me of. So Mike Johnson's wife, Kelly, believes that God made her husband speaker. And you know, Christians are gonna eat this up because they already think that we're supposed to pay tithes to
Mhm.
Israel because that's our savior, not Jesus. I couldn't help but look at this. What is wrong with us? Why are Christians like this? Why? We got to do better. I'm gonna play the clip.
But Kelly, they've also come after you personally, attacked you, your Christian counselor, a woman of God, attacked your profession. What's your response to that?
Well, I used to be a school teacher and I loved that, but I just felt burdened for so many people, and I felt the calling to go back to school to become a Christian counselor. And it's because I love people and I want to be able to help them through their times of struggle and suffering. And I love what I do. I absolutely love it.
As a husband, I'll take any arrows, that's fine, but don't talk about my wife, for goodness sake. She's the kindest, sweetest person in the world, and anybody they interview anywhere at any stage of her life will tell you about this lady right here.
Oh, I love that. And how are your kids dealing with it all?
They're doing pretty well. I think they're also still in shock because it's still so new, but they're proud of their dad and they're excited. They're excited for what's ahead.
Do you believe your husband is here in this role for such a time as this, at this particular moment, for a reason?
I do. I believe that God has placed him here. That's biblical. The Bible says he raises up leaders and he brings them down, right? So I believe that God has him here for just this time.
God has him here to waste our American tax dollars on Israel and not our border. I want y'all to listen to what these Christians are saying. This screams mental illness to me. Like, Jesus, oh Lord.
That was posted by Trump.
This is blasphemy.
That's Jesus sitting next to Trump in the courtroom. Now, I believe Jesus is sitting next to all of us all the time, right? I think he walks with us all the time. But to say that he had a hand in putting your husband in the speakership, if he had a hand in it, why did it take so long? Why didn't he just instantly make it happen? And did Jesus put the other joker in there? And what about the one before that?
What about that?
See, y'all.
How you know?
And what about the current president?
How you know? Let me show y'all something. How?
Trust the plan.
Did Jesus come down and say, did God come down and speak to you and say that he's chosen? If so, I'm going to need you to open the Bible and point to the scripture that prophesies your husband coming. Because if he ain't in there, I'm going to need, you didn't hear from God. No, you didn't.
Your voice, though, girl, your voice.
I was a school teacher, and
I really believe that he was chosen by God and Jesus.
He was chosen.
He was chosen for a time as just like this.
Just like this. Those are our topics, y'all.
Oh, golly, man. We got through
We
them
had a fun
all.
show. That was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun.
Hope you guys had fun. Danny, I know you had fun because you in these comments.
You've been here all
working.
night.
Danny came to work.
He said she just rambling. Tell her.
Yeah,
you know what you
she
just
really-
earned, Kelly Johnson? You earned a repeal the 19th plaque. I don't think you should be anywhere near a voting booth, ma'am. If your husband was chosen, then I'm going to have to question God. I don't care.
Why
I'm
do we
definitely
even need to
questioning the
vote?
Lord.
Why do we need to vote if God's in control?
'Cause God chose him.
If God doesn't choose President Trump, I'm going to have an issue.
Oh my goodness. President Trump. Hashtag RT19. Yes. She earned it.
Yeah.
She sure did.
See, now I'm going to pay attention to every damn thing he does and she says, because now everything's going to be attributed back to her claim that Jesus is in control.
Mhm.
And he
So
has
when
chosen her husband.
You know what he did? He said that I did like, and I thought he was pretty bold for saying it. He compared homosexuality to bestiality.
I knew
was
you
like,
would like
you know
that. I
what?
knew, listen, when I saw that, I was like, I know
Praise the
Sooney's going
Lord.
to give him his props for this.
Yeah. I got to give it to him.
Here's the thing. I'm not saying I don't like the guy. I'm just saying I need to see action and what you're actually going to accomplish. Like, I'm not interested in the words anymore for anybody. I'm not even interested in Trump's words anymore. I need to see action.
If you guys want to understand why I say what I say about the Christian Zionist movement, then watch The Family on Netflix. I think that is a An underdog documentary that not a lot of people pay attention to or put a lot of stock in. They tell you the quiet parts out loud. I'm not going to speak about it on here because I did see a lot of people got censored on YouTube for discussing it. But I'm telling you, go watch The Family. Go watch it.
Is it a
You won't
show
be
or a movie?
disappointed. It's a docuseries.
Oh, a docuseries. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it.
It's on
Okay.
Netflix.
The
Check it out.
Familia.
Yes.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, have a good night. We love you guys. And our ban gets lifted tomorrow. So we'll be back on our regular channels on Tuesday.
Tune in.
See y'all. Tune in.
They say that something's so offensive, but only if you get offended. I can't offend you without your permission, and you don't even have to listen.